This live presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball on FingerLakes1.com is brought to you thanks to the support of Generations Bank, Bill Cram Chevrolet, Little John Orthodontic, Marshall Exteriors, It's a Wonderful Run 5K, Ticino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, Finger Lakes Partner Insurance, Brad Van Dusen Photography, Penny's Place Family Restaurant, Stever's Garage, The Omen Theater, Red's Place, Wilson Press, Connie's Diner, the Newark Pilots and Geneva Red Wings, the Downtown Deli, and FingerLakes1.com digital marketing.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome inside Arthur L. Baker Gymnasium, Seneca Falls, New York. Site of tonight's Varsity Doubleheader featuring the Waterloo Indians and the Mynderse Blue Devils. First up, the girls, followed by the boys. It's going to be a great night of basketball on FingerLakes1.com. Glad you could be with us, everybody. I'm Jim Sinicropi, sitting alongside Rhett Ticconi for Finger Lakes 1. And they did this earlier this year in Waterloo, and Waterloo swept it. As a matter of fact, for the boys, they ended up beating them for the first time since 2007.
22 games or something like that?
Yeah, 22 games. So Mynderse has revenge on their mind. Waterloo looking to keep a couple of good seasons rolling, and should be a good night of basketball.
Absolutely.
So it sounds like we're almost ready for the national anthem. Expecting a full crowd tonight. Actually expecting to have to close the doors at some point.
They got the student section all roped off, and that's already pretty much full. So they're expecting a lot of people. Hopefully it warms up in here. And I think Waterloo crowd's a little light still, but it's early yet. It'll be full before the start of this game gets going.
Tough place to play for opposing opponents here at the Arthur L. Baker Gymnasium, and it's going to be loud and hot tonight, so we're going to get ready for the national anthem. When we come back, it'll be game one of our Varsity Night doubleheader on FingerLakes1.com. Stay with us.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Thruway Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. Browse their full Cramtastic new and used vehicle inventory online at BillCramChevrolet.com.
And welcome back, everybody, here early on a Friday night for high school basketball, just before 6 o'clock p.m. We got the girls' varsity game ahead between Waterloo and Mynderse, followed by the boys. We're going to have some interviews at halftime featuring some kids. It's going to be a great night of basketball, whether you're a Mynderse alumni, Waterloo alumni, general basketball fan.
Yeah, just a general fan of basketball. This is a great setup tonight. Rivalry game for these two teams. And, both of these teams, kind of up and down a little bit throughout the season, but some keys, for both teams. Mynderse.
Well, hold on.
My bad.
Marshall's Exteriors keys to the game. Right. Marshall Exteriors is your one-stop source for all your home's exterior needs. Check out their website at marshallexteriorsny.com. So, Rhett, what do these teams got to do if they want to come out victorious tonight?
So, defensively for Mynderse, they got to pressure the ball. They got to disrupt the point guards and the wings, eliminate getting the ball into to Barber. She's what makes them go. Waterloo, that is. She averaging 10 points a game. They really need to get the ball to her.
Killed them last time in Waterloo.
Yeah, so it's key for them. But at the same time, they also want to push the pace and don't let don't let Waterloo set up in their defense. They have a pretty tough 1-3-1. They play that very well, and they cause some fits with that. If Mynderse moves the ball a little bit and gets their shooters clean looks, and the shooters knock them down, that would be key for them as well. For Waterloo, they love the half-court offense. You know, they keep the game in the sets. They don't like to run a lot. They'll walk it up, and they'll rely on that. And again, their 1-3-1 zone is key for them on defense. So this pretty much sums it up for the kind of contrasting styles for the two teams. Yeah. One likes to get up and down the floor. The other likes to walk it up. So we'll see what happens.
We're getting the starting lineups for now for Mynderse. That was Gretchen Perrine, just a freshman. Mynderse starts 2 freshmen, Gretchen and Mackenzie Higbee, and there's Mackenzie right there.
Both key contributors too. You know, Gretchen, they rely on her to get the ball up the floor. She's really quick and can get inside the defense, move the ball around. Mackenzie Higbee, you know, playing down low. She's been a great addition as well for Coach Anderson and this squad.
So Waterloo was entertaining thoughts of maybe competing with Mid Lakes for the league title. They play again on February 13th, but a tough loss, a 3-point loss at Pell Mac last week probably doomed their chances at a league title. Mynderse also not in league contention, but tonight it's more about the league standings. It's about sectional point positioning, first of all, and then it's about bragging rights.
Absolutely. You know, first and foremost, it's a rivalry game. So, you know, Mynderse hosting and being on their home floor, they don't want to have this gym, everybody leaving tonight without a Mynderse W. And same for Waterloo. They want to continue their streak. You know, they beat them earlier in the season. They want to keep that momentum going. And really, like you said, it's a lot about sectionals at this point. You know, both teams probably not going to be threatening to win the league title. So, big sectional points on the line tonight, standings, and not only that, but just getting ready for the sectionals and you know, preparing your team to be playing how you want to play when you want to peak at the end of the season like everybody else.
Well, these are 2 B1 schools, okay, both in B1. Right now, Waterloo sits 3rd in the point standings. Mynderse 4th, and Dansville the number 1 seed. We'll take a closer look at the sectional point standings in the girls' B1 classification, or is it B2? B2 classification a little later, as we will with the boys. Waterloo's a B1 school for the boys, Mynderse B2. 2 pretty different classifications. But we're almost ready for basketball here. Starting lineups for Mynderse: Gretchen Perrine, Mackenzie Higbee, the 2 freshmen, Sarah Koberger, Maddie Barnett, and Mary Dole, 3 seniors. For Waterloo, Tabitha Winter getting the start tonight, along with senior Carrie Jensen, Allie Smith, a sophomore, Mackenzie Barber, a sophomore, and Jillian Panic, a junior. Tabitha Winter, just a freshman. She's out there wearing number 5. And it's going to be Maddie Barnett jumping against Mackenzie Barber.
Maddie Barnett with that big shot a week ago.
To beat Newark in double overtime.
Yeah, great game that was. Clutch shot.
We are underway. Jim Sinicropi, Rhett Ticconi sitting in the corner of Arthur L. Baker Gymnasium. Jeremy Hunt on camera. Paul Russo roaming around and with another camera. And Jason Hunt, our producer tonight. Glad you could be with us. Settle in. It's warming up. It's a veritable heat wave. I think it's up to 16.
Yeah, we're getting there. I love the 3rd camera tonight, Jim.
We're always trying to innovate. And there's a freshman with the basketball right there, dribbling with the left hand, gets it out top and swings it to the corner. And now an entry pass to Jillian Panic. Koberger comes over to double team, and there's a steal by Mary Dole.
Mynderse looking to push it up the floor.
And they turn it back over to Waterloo. Coach Bree was talking to him before the game. He said he wanted to pound it inside tonight. And first set, they got it in on the block to Jillian Panic. And good defense by Mynderse.
Mynderse opened up in man-to-man.
There's Barber. She's double-teamed on the block, almost turns it over. And there's freshman guarded by a senior. And now out top to Carrie Jensen. And there's a 3-ball on the way and missed by Allie Smith. Here come the Blue Devils, Maddie Barnett. And almost turns it over until Mary Dole tracks it down. And now, there's another turnover and out of bounds. It'll be Mynderse basketball. Referee Bones Lorenzetti on the call.
Waterloo ball. Oh, he got overruled. He switched it back to Mynderse.
So it is filling up quickly. There's probably room for about another 50, 60 fans in this gymnasium. They're also streaming our feed in the cafeteria tonight. Jim Bruni from Mynderse taking care of that. And athletic director Tony Ferrara doing a great job of getting us set up here with a table, some beverages, and it's always nice to be here at Arthur L. Baker Gymnasium.
Waterloo's defense so far so good for them. They've forced a couple turnovers and shot clock violation on that drive.
And inside to Barber and back out to Winter, who knocks down a three-pointer. And the freshman breaks the ice, 3-0 Indians.
Inside-out game worked well there. Wide open three-pointer after dumping it into Barber.
Barnett on the floor. Ball loose, Perrine on the floor. And it's Waterloo with it. Panic tries to dump it down to Barber, who was cut. And now another three for Winter. Nope, she decided against it. Ellie Smith. Inside to Barber, double team, tried to kick it out. Now just 13 to shoot. And the ball on the floor, Perrine on the floor, and it's out of bounds. It'll be Waterloo ball.
Coach Bree does a good job with these girls and having them, play the game he wants. Very patient. They work the ball around. They're not going to take a shot until they're ready, and they get a very good look.
Well, they got 6 seconds to shoot here after the inbound. There's Panic with it, and they're not going to get a shot off, but it's going to be a jump ball.
Looks like it went out of bounds, maybe.
What do they call? Foul?
Oh,
they call a
foul.
On Mackenzie Barber, so that's a nice call for Mynderse. Here's Perrine with the basketball.
And Waterloo in that 1-3-1. Extended out to half court.
We're 2.5 minutes in. Mynderse hasn't had a shot. And Mary Dole's going to take one right in front of our vantage point, and it's an air ball. And Koberger pulls it down out to Barnett, and Barnett tried to throw it into Perrine, but it went over her head.
A little high for Gretchen on that one.
So 3 freshmen on the court right now. You see a lot more of that in high school basketball, especially on the girls' side this day. Players playing up. And Winter's got the only points of the ball game so far.
Both teams have a lot to look forward to in the next few years. Very young.
And back to Mynderse. So 3 minutes into the game, we're averaging a point a minute.
Little bit of nerves on both sides, I think, early on here.
And that's Mary Dole swinging it way up top to Maddie Barnett. Barnett holds the school record for three-pointers set earlier this year. And now Mary Dole tries another three. Can't get it to go. Koberger in there to keep it alive, and it's batted away. Here comes Tabitha Winter.
She had a good look there. That's 2 in the corner she's had. I think the way to beat them is get those corner shots on the rotations when they move the ball quickly. She's got to hit them, though, too.
Last time these two met, it was December 20th. It was the first half of a doubleheader in Waterloo, and the Lady Indians rolled over the Blue Devils 57-39. Mackenzie Barber had 20 points to lead the Indians in that one. And they get set now with 15 seconds to shoot. And Jensen thought about a three. Instead, she drives. She dishes it back out. And Allie Smith gets the roll. Another three-pointer. It's 6-0 Lady Indians. Now Barnett traveled. Nope, we got a timeout. Coach Anderson, give me a chance to tell you about Finger Lakes Partners Insurance. Insurance for your life, home, auto, and future. Locations in Geneva, Victor, and Waterloo. Get a free quote online at fingerlakesinsurance.com as we get a look at Athletic Director Tony Ferrara, Seneca Falls Central School District Superintendent Bob McKevney, who is winding down his tenure here.
6 months left
before retirement, and Jeremy Klingerman, currently the superintendent at Marcus Whitman, will be taking over.
Yep. You've got Mr. McKevney. Great job he's done over the years here at Seneca Falls.
Phenomenal.
He'll be missed.
And our kids are coming up in through the system now. They're actually our oldest. They're both in 7th grade right now, and sad to see Bob McKevney go for sure from that perspective. He did a great job of engaging the community and creating a a feeling of community within the schools, but I don't think they could have found anybody better to succeed him than Jeremy Klingerman.
Yeah, very exciting to have him be coming in here.
Now Perrine drives, let the floater go, and rolls off the rim, and a nice box out by Mackenzie Barber, and Mackenzie Higbee is going to pick up the foul.
When they rotate the ball like that, they do find some gaps there. I'd like to see her do that more often and get those, 8-footers.
A lot of times with this Mynderse team, it comes down to making shots. So Mary Dole, a couple of wide open threes missed from the corner, and Perrine with a nice look there that couldn't go. So Caitlin Korzaneski checks into the ball game for Gretchen Perrine. Caitlin, the daughter of Mynderse boys head coach, Kevin Korzaneski.
Looks like Mynderse moved into a 1-2-2 zone.
And we got Barnett on the floor along with Jillian Panic. And we have a jump ball. Subs for Waterloo. It'll be Macy Carr checking in. And Jasmine Lewis also checking in. A couple more freshmen. And Macy Carr, actually both these girls have been key contributors to this team so far this year. And almost thrown away, and it is. Jasmine Lewis comes up with it. And Korzaneski fouled her.
Myers got to watch out, take care of the ball a little bit better. That Barnett, she probably could have just brought that up the floor a little bit more and look for a little safer pass there.
Part of the way I look at it is even if she completed that pass, they weren't going to gain any type of an advantage.
Correct.
So now Bones Lorenzetti talking to the score table. And there's Macy Carr inbounding it to Carrie Jensen. Carr with it now, guarded man-to-man by Korzaneski. Over the top to Carrie Jensen, and there's a turnover to Barnett. Mynderse has numbers if they hurry. Instead, it's Korzaneski back to Barnett to set up the offense. 3:11 to go first period, 6-0 Indians. Korzaneski tries a three from the corner. Gets the roll.
That corner shot again, that's 3 of them. It's the first one that's gone down for Mynderse, but that's going to be their place to shoot it from tonight.
Big shot for Caitlin Korzaneski as ugly as it's been so far. Blue Devils only trail by 3, and they get another turnover. Tons of turnovers here. Here comes Mandy Barnett dribbling through traffic and into the lane, back out. Bounce pass to Mary Dole. Dole tries a 3. No good. And Kohlberger fights for the rebound, but it's ripped away by Macy Carr. And again, that's just a freshman right there with the basketball, number 21, Macy Carr.
Yeah, their program, they have a very big group of 8th and 9th graders that are coming up for Waterloo that Coach Bree's got. They play together all the time, all year round. So look for big things from them for the next few years.
So that foul tag to Mackenzie Higbee, that's her second, as Allie Smith misses the first of 2. And now we have Giovanna White Principio checking into the ball game.
That's a little bit of a blow to Coach Anderson's squad for rebounding purposes, with Mackenzie going to have to sit out for a while now with 2 fouls.
Second free throw. In and out. Long rebound controlled by Barnett. And now it's Korzaneski with it. Over the top to Barnett. Now it's Mary Dole on the block to... It looks like Morgan Trout, right? Yeah, Morgan Trout. She's not on our roster. Must have brought her up. I know she's been with the JV, number 30. Yeah, that's Morgan Trout for sure. So
there's no questioning that's her.
She's been playing on the JVs. Now way up top it goes.
Risky pass there. It got by.
Barnett thinks about a 3, takes a 3, front iron no good. They need her to score, this Mynderse team, if they're going to be successful. It's over the top to her again. She tries it again, and that one's way too hard. Barber rips down the rebound up ahead to Jasmine Lewis. Lewis to the rim, throws it up against the bottom of the rim, and Mynderse controls with 1:38 to go. It's 6-3, so good Super Bowl square numbers maybe for the first quarter, but for a basketball game, I don't know.
Getting a couple more shots to fall would be key for Mynderse. If they're going to shoot the 3 exclusively, we're going to need to see some of those go down.
And there's a nice little running scoop shot from Sarah Kohlberger. And Mynderse pulls to within 1.
That's what you want. That's what you want. Mynderse wants to see. You can be a little more patient. And the three's there, it's there, but get it inside if you can get the ball into the paint. Get some easier shots for yourself.
And they call a foul on Mynderse. It's on Koberger. That's a tough one. As Barber checks out for the first time today. And Caitlin Jolly, the 5'6" junior, into the ball game for Coach Breeze Indians. And now we got a timeout, Waterloo. Speaking of Waterloo, ever been to Connie's Diner in Waterloo? They got the ambiance you'll only find in a true diner. Check out their menu at connieswaterloo.com, as there's Peyton Verkey handing out the refreshments for the team, keeping them hydrated. She's a 5th grader.
Yep.
Right now at Katie Stanton Elementary.
Good little point guard.
And the Downtown Deli in Seneca Falls, where a half is like a whole. Check out their menu at sfdowntowndeli.com. And for over 65 years, Wilson Press has been serving Central New York as commercial printers with a full-service mail house. Get in touch with them online at wpress.com. Be sure to support all our sponsors that we mentioned tonight during our doubleheader broadcast. Their support makes events like this possible. They tried the entry there to Principio, and it's going to be another turnover. We're not tracking turnovers, but if we do, we'd be close to double digits for each team already.
One thing Coach Anderson talked about is bench contributions, and so far, both teams have subbed and played quite a few girls, and I know he's looking to see what these girls can do.
And Koberger tried to sneak through some traffic, and it's another turnover.
Most importantly, I think we all need, they all need to just take a breath and calm down and take care of the basketball.
And way up ahead to Koberger. She wanted the foul. Morgan Trout wanted the foul. We got it from behind.
Yeah, that one was pretty obvious foul. I'm not sure what he was looking at there. Didn't get it for her, though, but offensive rebound.
Yeah, who did they give the foul to? It looks like it's going to be on Allie Smith, just her first. 33.9 seconds left in the first quarter. 1-point ball game here in Seneca Falls. As Morgan Trout to the free throw line. Can't tie it up.
Sarah Koberger comes out of the game, and she's replaced by Hannah Capacci.
Hannah Capacci, an outstanding soccer player. Just wrapped up her soccer career a couple months ago, and we do have a tie ball game. And Waterloo hasn't scored for, the better part of 4.5 minutes now. And now there's White. Principio into the corner, 3-ball on the way, in and out, no good from Caitlin Jolly, and we got a foul on the rebound.
So we got Macy Carr. Mynderse extended their defense a little bit out there, and they're looking to trap in the corners, force some more turnovers, and it worked as planned that time.
You have to press in a game like this. I mean, the way neither team's protecting the basketball. And I don't know who they gave the foul to. They put number 9 up, but there's not a number 9 on the court or on the roster. And there you go. Great play by yours truly.
Nice work. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Get nervous when the ball comes flying over here. We got a lot of equipment.
Yeah, no doubt.
And we're in a precarious vantage point here whenever we broadcast from Mynderse.
Great seats, but dangerous nonetheless.
And so Winter now plays catch with Macy Carr and lets a 3-ball go no good, and Manny Barnett shields her from the rebound as it bounces out of bounds. Mike Breeze got his hand in his face.
He's a little frustrated, to say the least.
6-6 with 2.3 seconds to go. Barnett half-court shot is online, but short. And after one period of play here in Seneca Falls, your score, Waterloo 6, Mynderse 6. Stay with us. You're listening to, or you're watching, Finger Lakes East basketball on FingerLakes1.com.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Thruway Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. Browse their full Cram-tastic new and used vehicle inventory online at BillCramChevrolet.com.
And welcome back to Seneca Falls, New York. Here at the Mynderse Academy Middle School, Arthur L. Baker Gymnasium. Jim Sinicropi, Rhett Ticconi courtside, or actually corner courtside. We're courtside either way, but 6-6 game. Here we go for the second quarter. And it looks like it's going to be Carrie Jensen, Jasmine Lewis, Tabitha Winter, Jillian Panic, and Mackenzie Barber out there for Waterloo for Mynderse. They'll start with Hannah Capacci, Maddie Barnett, Caitlin Korzaneski, Morgan Trout. Is that Morgan still there? Yep, Morgan Trout, Maddie Barnett, and Mary Dole.
Yeah, it looks like they kept their same lineup from the end of the quarter.
So underneath their baseline, inbound pass comes to Carrie Jensen. And now Winter with another three. Back iron, no good. And Maddie Barnett just let her go right by her to get that rebound. Waterloo will get a second possession.
Yeah, they got to get on the boards and eliminate the second chances for Waterloo.
Lewis into Barber. Can't convert. Rebound Morgan Trout. And a foul on Panic. Just the first, I believe, on Jillian. Stay tuned at halftime. We'll have a couple of boys, one from Mynderse, one from Waterloo, a couple seniors. Julian Ruiz from Waterloo and Sale, the big Ragu Franzone, is Korzaneski tries a three, no good. And Barber with a nice rebound, quick outlet pass. Here comes Tabitha Winter. Trapped in the corner now. Never want to dribble into a corner. And we got another jump ball.
No, I tell my daughter that all the time.
And then coming up at halftime of the boys' game, I'll sit down with a couple of girls that are out there right now. We're looking like we're going to get Carrie Jensen and Sarah Koberger. So it's something we do every year when we do this doubleheader broadcast here in Seneca Falls. We like to get a couple seniors from each school.
And it looks like Sarah Koberger just went back into the game for Hannah Capacci.
Now Barnett to Trout. Now Mynderse has numbers. Bounce pass, a little.
I like her to shoot that one there. She's right in the lane.
Or pass that with a little more conviction.
Yep.
So 7:02 to go, second period. Still tied here in Mynderse. As Perrine checks back in. She's been on the bench for, since about
half
the
that
4-minute
first
mark.
quarter, yeah.
And now Koberger can't finish from the block. And she gets her own rebound and can't finish. And now Barber with it, out to Jensen. Korzaneski from behind. And there's an air ball. Jasmine Lewis with the rebound, and she's dribbling baseline, and it turns it over. Here comes Caitlin Korzaneski, but she's going to dribble away from the basket. Now she bounces it to Dole, and now Barnett has it. Into the paint to Koberger. Wow, Koberger went for a pass, and Jasmine Lewis shaking her hand. That one hurt. That rejection.
Yeah. If they swing the ball opposite, they've got wide open shots.
There's one. Back iron, no good from Allie Smith. And they
Gretchen
scoop it out to
Bryan,
Koberger,
nice
and Barnett saves it, and now it's Mary Dole slowing things down. Up ahead to Korzaneski. Gotta like the pace.
Yep.
It's just we gotta see the ball go in the basket. Mary Dole to
There it is.
Perrine. Barnett for three. No. Mackenzie Barber, another rebound and a foul on, travel.
Travel.
Maddie Barnett closed on Allie Smith. I don't think she knew she was there and shuffled her feet. So
good hustle by Barnett after the missed shot there to make a play.
Now Caitlin Korzaneski to inbound and gets it to Koberger, and we got a jump ball. And it'll go back to, he'll stay with, oh no, go back to Waterloo.
Waterloo ball.
So full gymnasium, probably the biggest crowd these girls have played in front of all season, except for possibly when they were in Waterloo on December 20th.
Yeah, even big crowds in that gym though. That's a huge gym.
I can't believe these turnovers. Now it's Korzaneski with it. Koberger turns it over. And another turnover. So we just had 1, 2, 3 turnovers in about 7 seconds.
Ball security is at a minimum right now.
God,
we got to get
these. Got to be
girls.
driving Coach Anderson, Coach Bree. Got to be going crazy.
We got to get them to settle down just a touch.
Korzaneski to Sarah Koberger. Bounce pass to
go.
Perrine. Perrine dribbles off her foot and out of bounds. Turnover.
Going the other way.
So the score is 6-6. The turnover was probably 19-18, or maybe.
There might be that many by now. It's up there. Do we attribute that to good defense or nerves or a little bit of both?
3-ball top of the key. There you go, Allie Smith, her second 3 of the ball game, and it's 9-6. And we talked about our keys to the game. I think, the key to the game at this point is the team that doesn't turn it over and can get some shots up will probably win the game.
Yep. And
Mary Dole into the corner.
When Mynderse does move the ball around, they're getting the shots they want. They've gotten a couple inside as well. Just haven't been able to hit them. Both teams struggling from the field.
Koberger missed a shot, and Barber with the rebound. Threw it off of Perrine's leg and out of bounds.
Higby's coming back in for Koberger.
Into the corner, it's Macy Carr trying a baseline 3-pointer. And so the other interesting thing here is we're at 4:30 of the second quarter, and we only have 1 2-point bucket from either team. And Mackenzie Higby shoots an air ball top of the key. Korzaneski went to save it, but her foot was on the line. Waterloo, 12 points, all on 3-pointers. Mynderse, 6 points on a 1 3-pointer, a 2-pointer, and a free throw.
A trap in the corner by Mynderse.
And under the block, 1 dribble. Mackenzie Barber lays it up and in. Bucket good in the foul.
That's the first really good opportunity they've had to get her the ball with a good swing pass. And she found herself in a one-on-one and got into the paint and got the shot.
Mynderse doing a great job. Low post defense. Every time it goes in, they're double teaming. That time, Mackenzie got a second of 2 of single coverage and converted, as you see Jillian Panic checking out. Barber's free throw is no good, and Mary Dole rebounds it up ahead to Perrine, who turns it over. And now the hook shot no good, and back into the hands of Carrie Jensen. Second chance no good. 3 times maybe? No, we're going to have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
14-6 with 4 minutes to go. Gives me a chance to tell you about Brad Van Dusen Photography, offering family, senior, and wedding portraits, as well as specializing in photos of various student athletes. Book your appointment at bradvandusenphotography.com. And actually, Brad Van Dusen himself is just to my left here, capturing some images from what really is a great scene tonight. Full gymnasium, couple of crosstown rivals, and an 8-point lead for the Lady Indians. Dole, baseline, Higby. Off the glass and good. Great move by Mackenzie Higby.
A good ball movement there. They made the extra pass, got it into the paint, and Higby made them pay for it.
Now Allie Smith into Jasmine Lewis. And there's Tabitha Winter for 3. It's off. Nice rebound by Barnett. Outlet pass to Dole. Up ahead to Perrine. Perrine drives, baseline, leaves it off for Korzaneski. 3-ball on the way from Caitlin Corsi. No good, and rebounded by Jasmine Lewis. Coach Bree wanted a foul on Maddie Barnett there. Instead, we got an over the back call. Nope, they're saying it was tipped. And we got a timeout, Waterloo.
Not sure if I saw the tip there that he saw, but he made the call and play on.
Yeah, here's a look at assistant coach Matt Verke.
None of the coaches are happy with that call.
No. And Verk, the original color analyst for Finger Lakes One, will be back in the booth on Monday night for the Marcus Whitman boys versus Mynderse boys here in Seneca Falls. And a special treat, the Mynderse girls versus Mid Lakes snowed out on Wednesday night. They rescheduled it to Monday night at 6. So we're coming back here Monday night for a doubleheader of basketball. And, of course, Verk not able to call the girls' game as he'll be on the bench, but I'll have Mike Alessio.
Is that his first game of the year?
Alessio?
No.
No. Verk. Yeah, no, that's Matt. He hasn't been able to do too many games past couple of years, given that he's helping out Jerry Anderson as assistant coach for the girls.
He's like John Gruden. He went from the booth to back to the sidelines.
Yeah, we've got a lot of big games together over the past 5-6 years that Finger Lakes One has been live streaming high school basketball.
Absolutely.
So 14-8, 2:56. Waterloo basketball. Nellie Smith picks up her dribble, throws it way up top to White Principio, and now Jasmine Lewis from the free throw line off the glass and through. The freshman extends Waterloo's lead back to 8. Now Mary Dole throws it out of bounds.
That side low post there on the 1-3-1, that's open when Mynderse moves the ball, but they just got to take care of the basketball a little better. They're wasting opportunities by just bad passes or being careless with the ball.
And now Lewis keeps it into the corner now. 3 on the way and missed by Macy Carr. And a rebound by Jillian Panic.
Looks like it was over back Mary Dole.
Yeah. That's just Mary's first foul. I mentioned Hannah Capacci, a great soccer player. Mary Dole, an incredible soccer player as well. And Panic, for her first point of the ball game, extends the lead to 9, biggest of the night for Waterloo. 2:18 to go, first half. Second free throw, good. And now a 10-point lead for the Lady Indians here in Seneca Falls, looking for the season sweep.
Looked like Waterloo extended out a little bit, almost to three-quarter court with the 1-3-1.
Barnett, or that's Higbee trying to get it to Barnett. And now Mandy Barnett to Higbee, picks up her dribble, nowhere to go, throws it away. Jasmine Lewis up ahead. Allie Smith lays it up, blocked though by Barnett.
Barnett ran her down from behind and with the block.
Now Jasmine Lewis, backdoor cut, can't catch the pass, and now it's going to be out of bounds off of Mynderse. There's a ton of games tonight. It originally was, here's a replay of that pass by Lewis up ahead to Allie Smith, and swatted away by Barnett.
Nice defensive play there.
Winner, bounce pass entry to Barber, out to Jasmine Lewis, top of the key, 3 ball back iron, no good. Barber though with a rebound, she's bounced around, and Winner comes up with the ball. Coach Bree wanted a foul. Allie Smith now surveys the defense.
Barber's starting to take over the paint a little bit with the getting Waterloo some good second chance opportunities, which
nice high-low there, pass from Barber to Panic, who will go back to the free throw line.
First quarter, Mynderse did a good job of eliminating the one shot per possession, but now the Waterloo's starting to wear them down a little bit inside.
So that'll be the second foul on Sarah Koberger as Panic misses the free throw. And we have Carrie Jensen checking back into the game for Winner. And Panic misses both, and Mary Dole trails a rebound. Gets it to Barnett. And Mary Dole tries to swing it into Higbee. She does. Now Morgan Trout with a nice baseline move and finish. And Morgan Trout now has 3. And they try to skip it over the top, and it's another turnover. And here comes Mackenzie Higbee with the basketball. Up to Barnett, open for 3 for a second. Instead she drives, bounce pass now to Kohlberger. Kohlberger lets one go and can't get the roll, and another rebound from Barber.
They're getting the shots they want. Just, having them fall and getting some rebounds. They're getting taken to the cleaners on the boards now.
Beautiful entry pass from Carrie Jensen to Mackenzie Barber, and a great finish for Barber. She now has 4. It's back to 10. The Lady Indians lead. And now Mary Dole baseline pulls up off the mark, and a great rebound by Carrie Jensen. We got 20 seconds left to go in the half. Stay with us for the Bill Cram Chevrolet halftime report as Barber again finishes on the block. And it's 22-10. Mynderse just 4 points this quarter here. 6 seconds to go. Swing it. Dole, three-pointer from the corner. No, as the buzzer expires.
Good look again.
At the end of 2 quarters of play, it's 22-10. Stay with us for the Bill Cram Chevrolet halftime report, where we're going to have Sal Franzone from the Mynderse varsity basketball team, along with Julian Ruiz from the Waterloo varsity basketball team. So keep it right here on Finger Lakes 1.
Check out Generations Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts with MyGen Perks. Visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Little John Orthodontics are proud to support our area high school athletes. Visit them online at littlejohnortho.com.
This live presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball on fingerlakes1.com is made possible thanks to the support from Marshall Exteriors. Are you looking for a contractor to give you a new roof, siding, windows, or other exterior home project? Marshall Exteriors is your one-stop source for all of your home's exterior needs. Check out their website at marshallsexteriorsny.com, but don't forget they finish basements too. While you're talking with them, ask about their new Everlast Garage. This thing is amazing. It's a Wonderful Run 5K. It's a winter run like no other through the streets of Seneca Falls, the town that inspired Frank Capra's holiday classic, It's a Wonderful Life. Learn more and register at itsawonderfulrun5k.com. Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, celebrating 22 years in the Finger Lakes with locations at 22 Main Street in Waterloo, 40 Exchange Street in Geneva, and Del Lago Resort and Casino. Dine in, take out, delivery, catering, and banquets. Order online at cicinos.com. Live, laugh, and eat well. It's the Italian way. Brad Van Dusen Photography is a full-service photographer serving the Finger Lakes region, offering family, senior, and wedding portraits, also specializing in sports photos, collages, banners, and other keepsakes for your student-athlete. For more information, find Brad on Facebook or visit bradvandusenphotography.com or visit bvdsports.com. Penny's Place Family Restaurant, located on 5 and 20 in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Well known for their large portions and home-cooked meals, a large selection of breakfast items, and everything from burgers, salads, and wraps for lunch. If you want a great meal while pinching a penny, come to Penny's Place. Jimmer's Auto offers a full inventory of late model cars, trucks, and minivans. Check out their full inventory online at jimmersauto.com. And for service, visit Stever's Garage on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Jimmer's Auto and Stever's Garage, strong supporters of local high school athletes for over 40 years. The Omen Theater in Lyons, the most modern theater in the Finger Lakes, is also the oldest theater in the U.S. See what's playing at omentheater.com. Red's Place in downtown Seneca Falls, locally owned for 42 years and serving great lunches Monday through Friday from 11:30 to 2 p.m. Wednesday night is wing night with 60-cent wings in 10 different varieties. For over 65 years, the Wilson Press and Mail House has been serving Central New York as commercial printers with a full-service mail house specializing in offset and digital printing, graphic design services, full mail house services, marketing and advertising plans, and fundraising programs. Call them today at 315-568-9693 or visit them online at wpress.com. Connie's Diner on Main Street in Waterloo has the ambiance you will only find in a true diner. Let the Cardazola family serve your next breakfast, lunch, or dinner from their vast menu of time-tested favorites and original recipes. Visit them online at connieswaterloo.com. The Newark Pilots and Geneva Red Wings of the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League. Your major league connection with 7 players drafted last season. The Downtown Deli in Seneca Falls, where a half is like a whole. Giant deli sandwiches, subs, daily lunch specials, and homemade soups, chili, and mac and cheese that will warm up even the coldest winter day. Also, try their famous paninis or star sandwiches. Check them out online at sfdowntowndeli.com.
It's Big Truckin' Deals here at Bill Cram Chevrolet. Check out this cram-tastic inventory for big truckin' deals. Whatever truck you're looking for, we've got the inventory. Trucks for towing, trucks for family, trucks for work, and trucks for fun. Whatever you're into, we've got a big truckin' deal waiting for you. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. See all our truckin' deals at BillCramChevrolet.com.
And welcome back inside Arthur L. Baker Gymnasium. Seneca Falls, your halftime score, Waterloo 22, Mynderse 10. It's the Bill Cram Chevrolet halftime report here on FingerLakes1.com. And I am joined here in the broadcast booth, as we traditionally do during this boys-girls doubleheader in Seneca Falls, with a couple of seniors from Waterloo. Kwani Lewis, Seneca Falls, our Mynderse, Sal Franzone. They call you the Big Ragu.
Yeah.
How come?
When I was younger, I played basketball with Mr. Barnett, Madison Barnett's dad, and he gave me the nickname when I was younger, and it just stuck.
Do you know who the Big Ragu is? You know who Carmine Ragusa is?
No, I don't.
Yeah, watch some Laverne and Shirley reruns on YouTube.
Yeah.
Laverne and Shirley, you'll see the Big Ragu, Carmine Ragusa. So, Kwani, you know, you've been a part of the Waterloo program now for some time, and this year it seems like it's finally all coming together, right?
Yeah.
You guys are playing good.
Yeah, you could definitely tell a big difference in our team, the attitude, and the desire to win.
Yeah, and you like playing for Coach Pittifer?
Yeah, I love playing for Coach Pitt.
Yeah, he's definitely brought some excitement back to the program, and you guys are having a great season for sure. Sectional contenders in Class B1. Now over in B2, Mynderse, I think you guys got a good shot at sectionals. Tough loss at Mid-Lakes on the road, but great win at Newark. Followed it up with a win at Penn Yan. How's your season going so far from your perspective?
We're doing good. You know, at the start of the year, we were a little rough, but definitely we've improved a lot.
Yep.
In the next upcoming games, we should be playing a lot better than we usually have, and I think we can get more wins on our schedule, and it'll be a good run for sectionals.
Right. Yeah. Well, a couple of seniors. We just turned the calendar to February, and so not too many games left, right?
No, we have 5 left actually.
Yeah, and then
before section
postseason, then you hope you got to still have maybe 5 more. Would be good there too, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
And you guys play any spring sports?
I do not play any spring sports.
How about you? Baseball?
I play lacrosse.
Lacrosse?
Yeah.
What position?
Defense.
Okay. Super Bowl weekend. Who you guys like?
Rams.
And none of my team isn't in the Super Bowl, so I like Denver, the Broncos, but
yeah, they're not playing. Who you like? What's your prediction?
I mean, New England, obviously.
Yeah, you get stuff to go wrong with New England. How come you like the Rams? Just like them out of those two teams, or do you like them in general?
Hate Tom Brady.
Yeah, well, that's a good enough reason right there. Yeah, I can't complain with you there. So, I want to ask you guys, growing up in Waterloo, Seneca Falls, first off, favorite place to eat?
Connie's.
Connie's Diner?
Connie's.
Yeah, I can't complain about Connie's.
My restaurant, Ticconi's.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
I figured you better say that. I was actually wondering if you might say something different. But a great special running at Ticconi's this weekend. You want your pizza or wings or whatever you need for your Super Bowl Sunday party, call in before Saturday, pre-order, 10% off your entire order. They want to get those pre-orders in. Does he put you to work on Super Bowl Sunday, your dad?
I am working this Sunday night.
Yeah, I bet. It's going to be a busy day for you guys. So what do you guys like to do Friday night hanging out when don't have a basketball game?
I usually just hang out with my friends. We do whatever. Don't really plan anything. Just go with it, I guess.
Yeah? How about you, Friday night, Seneca Falls?
Probably the same. If I don't have to work or anything like that, I'll probably just hang out with my friends.
You guys play Fortnite?
No.
No.
Yeah, that's good. So, as I mentioned, you guys are seniors, and, playing any varsity sports as a senior, you got to get a lot of support growing up. Last thing I want to ask you before I let you get out of here is, anybody you want to give a shout-out to? You can start with you, Kwani.
My parents, we've been playing sports a long time. They've always pushed me, got me everything I want for sports, so definitely to my parents.
Okay. Hey, how about you?
I'm gonna give a shout out to my friend Darren. It's our last year together playing basketball, and he'll be joining me in lacrosse this year. So, it's been a really good run with him.
You guys make a great tandem out there for sure. So before I let you go, who's gonna win tonight? Mynderse boys, Waterloo boys.
I got us.
Yeah. What's this? By how many?
I don't know. I just got us winning.
Yeah, smart. You don't want to give them any luck. But how about you, Sal? What do you think? You guys, are you guys upset at what happened in Waterloo?
We're upset, but we're not letting it happen. Hang on us. This is a new game right now, so we're gonna come out. We're gonna try our hardest, and if we come out with a win.
Yep, absolutely. Well, hey, great having you in here. Good luck tonight, Kwani. Great to have you in here.
You.
Good luck. Maybe we'll talk to one of you guys on the post-game show as player of the game. So good luck. Have a good game.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I'll get Rhett Ticconi back in here. We'll be ready to go. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Here you go. I don't know which one's orange one.
The second half is back underway. Waterloo gets the ball first and turnover.
Okay.
Gresham Perrine brings it back up the floor.
And second half action underway. I like talking to the kids. And a reminder, during the boys' game, we're going to have Sarah Kohlberger from Mynderse in, along with Carrie Jensen from the girls.
It's good to have them before the game. They're both in the same state of mind. Looked like you guys were having some fun with it.
Well, I asked Sal where his favorite restaurant was. And
what was his answer?
He said Ticconi's. There's Sarah Kohlberger on the board here.
Smart answer.
Gets the lead back down to 10 now. First half scoring, Allie Smith and Mackenzie Barber led the way with 6 apiece. 3 for Tabitha Winter, 3 for Macy Carr, 2 for Jillian Panic, and 2 for Jasmine Lewis. With a shot off the mark, rebounded by Gretchen Perrine, up ahead to Barnett. Barnett to Higbee. Higbee drives, a little floater, no good. And a nice rebound by Carrie Jensen. For Mynderse, it was Caitlin Korzaneski and Morgan Trout with 3. Great drive by Carrie Jensen. She can't finish, but Jillian Panic with the rebound. 2 points apiece for Kohlberger and Higbee, and that rounds out the Mynderse scoring. And Coach Lorenzetti having words with Coach Anderson.
Not sure what Coach Anderson's issue is there, but he's not happy.
So for Mynderse, it's Perrine, Barnett, Kohlberger, Dole, and Higbee. For Waterloo, it's Allie Smith, Jensen, Barber, Panic, and Winner. And that ball thrown away. It'll be Mynderse basketball. as that was our own Paul Russo with the quick hands.
So 2 times down the court now, Mynderse has been able to get that ball into the low paint area, and they look to try again. But
that's a nice idea there.
Yeah.
But another turnover.
It's open every time. And, looks like Mynderse is in a man-to-man.
And Jensen bounced past the Barber. She scored late in the second quarter from the block. This time no good. And Mary Dole with the left hand across the timeline up to Gretchen Perrine. Bounce pass to Koberger. She drives and she's fouled.
Koberger's been aggressive the second quarter and into the third quarter.
We get a look at games going on around the Wayne Finger Lakes tonight. There was a full girls slate as it was, and then with the snow or the cold temperatures causing school closings on Wednesday and Thursday, boy, it's really loaded up tonight. As the first free throw goes down from Sarah Koberger. But you have, in the Finger Lakes East, you have that Pelmac Mid Lakes game, probably the biggest game on the schedule for the girls. And Koberger knocks them both down. She has all 4 of the second half points from either team, and Mynderse cuts it to 8.
Mynderse gives Waterloo a little bit of problems here with this man-to-man, because then they can drop and double down on Barber.
Jensen to the hole, and the finish.
Euro
Splits the
step
Mynderse
there.
defenders, and now Waterloo's first bucket of the second quarter comes at 5:45. And now Perrine throws it to Mary Dole. She barely maintains possession. Now inside to Higbee. Higbee bounce pass out to Barnett. Barnett crossover and between Higbee's legs and out of bounds. And now Jillian Panic gets it to Barber on the block. One dribble and the hook and the bucket and the foul. So Mackenzie Barber, tough on the block for Coach Breeze Indians. Get a look at it. Actually, that was Carrie Jensen's drive and finish.
When they get her down low there, she's tough to stop. Very polished down around on the block.
And so 8 points for Mackenzie Barber. She misses the attempt at the old-fashioned three-point play, and another turnover for Mynderse. No reason for it. Bounce past Allie Smith, back to Winter. Not very crisp passing, though, so they don't get an opportunity to even shoot, but they maintain possession, and now Jillian Panic with the ball. And there goes Jensen to the hole again. Doesn't draw iron. And remember, Perrine just a freshman with the basketball. And right there, she could shoot that.
Absolutely. Force the action, get it into the paint.
Back to Waterloo. 26-14, 4:36 to go.
Good idea there. She did get into the paint there, and the pass just went a little past the outstretched arm of Sarah Koberger.
So glad you could be with us here live in Seneca Falls on the last super cold day for a while. It's supposed to warm up this weekend. Hope you're warm wherever you're watching us from tonight. As a 3-ball now on the way, and no good from Allie Smith. And a good box out by Mynderse, but nobody went to get it except for Jillian Panic, and so that's a jump ball. It'll be Mynderse basketball, though, as Caitlin Korzaneski checks in along with Morgan Trout. Gretchen Perrine sits down, as does Mackenzie Higbee. Also tell you about Red's Place in downtown Seneca Falls, serving great lunches daily. And don't forget on Wednesday night, 60-cent wings. And they are some of the best wings that you can get in the area.
Definitely are. Now, Mynderse is again having trouble with ball security. They're not taking care of the ball, and they're just giving Waterloo way more chances, shot opportunities.
And inside out Barber to Macy Carr for 3. It's no good, and we got a kick. Yeah.
Oh, got a foul.
Now we got a foul on Macy Carr. Just her, well, that's her second foul, yep. Second foul on Carr, second team foul this half.
And a Kapachi check back in.
Korzaneski up to Bridget Miller into the ball game. And now a corner three on the way from Capaci, no good. She went for the rebound, but it ends up in Carrie Jensen's hands. Now she comes down the right side of the court and finds Barber on the block. Barber one dribble, up in traffic, no good, but another foul on the Blue Devils. And Bridget Miller, another freshman, on this squad.
A lot of youth on the floor right now. And it's showing a little bit for Mynderse. Still in this game, though.
So Barber makes the first, and it's the biggest lead of the night for the Lady Indians. They're up 27-14. 3:35 to go, third period.
Waterloo's done a good job tonight of making Mynderse uncomfortable with their 1-3-1, extending it out past half court. It's really shut down the passing lanes.
So Barber takes his seat. White Principio checks in. And it's a 14-point lead. Working around the perimeter. It's the Blue Devils needing to score. 14 points with 3:20 to go in the third period. Korzaneski drives, throws it to Miller, who wasn't ready for it, and we have another jump ball.
Keep working the ball and be patient. They'll get the backside down by the post. It'll be open. It was open the first couple times of the third quarter. They got a couple baskets out of it.
And here come the Indians. And it's Allie Smith to Jensen. Jensen over to Jasmine Lewis, who drives by Capaci and throws it away. Tell you about the most modern theater in the Finger Lakes. It's also the oldest in America. See what's playing at the Omen Theater online at omentheater.com. And want a great meal while pinching a penny? Come to Penny's Place Restaurant in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. And what do we have, Rhett? Another turnover?
Yes, we do.
Back to Waterloo. And here comes Jensen. Bounce pass to Carr. Back to Jensen. Up top to Allie Smith. Principio, White Principio wide open on the block. She was so wide open I couldn't say her name.
Yeah, they left her alone back there, and she made them pay for it with that.
That's her first basket. I don't know what that was, but it didn't lead to a turnover. It's going to lead to a bucket by Bridget Miller. Now we got a timeout on the floor. It's a 14-point lead now.
Almost the identical play from the other end.
Here's a look at, to your right of your screen, Cindy and Bill Koberger, parents of Sarah Koberger, who will be joining us at halftime of the boys' game. And that'll be Ken Bogart, father of Mike Bogart, a freshman playing for the varsity boys. And there is Coach Korzaneski.
Yeah, but is he the official cameraman?
The official photographer for Mynderse basketball, apparently.
Does it all. Coaches, teaches, cameraman.
Yeah, he'll be on the sideline for Mynderse in the second half of our doubleheader coming up is his Blue Devils. And there's one of my classmates, Chad McDermott. He's father of seventh grader Lauren McDermott on the seventh grade undefeated seventh grade modified basketball team. A lot of familiar faces tonight from both Seneca Falls and Waterloo.
We're at maximum capacity here. How many do you think are in the cafeteria watching?
Geez, I don't know. Don't have time to get away and check. But yeah, the bleachers are just about full, and looks like there's a few empty spots still that might be filling in here over the next half hour or so before the boys' game starts.
I know we have a national audience. I know there's some people in Florida watching right now.
I know that Tim Sane from the 1992 state championship team's watching down in Raleigh, North Carolina tonight. And there's White Principio again. Can't get it to go, though. And it's Koberger ripping down the rebound and getting it to Capaci up to Barnett.
Coach Breeze got the girls from Waterloo extended out to three-quarter court now, giving Mynderse some difficulty getting it up the floor.
Barnett entry pass to Higbee, out to Korzaneski, back to Barnett, tries a three and hits one.
The James Harden-like sidestep for the three-pointer.
First points of the game, and it pulls Mynderse back to 11. If they're going to win this game, she's going to need to hit 4 or 5 more of those here over the last quarter. And here comes another one right at us. And out of bounds back to Mynderse.
Wasn't on camera, but I did have a kick save there.
Yeah,
Got to save the equipment, man.
So Capaci inbounds to Barnett. And with 1:36 to go, Mynderse with a chance to get it back to single digits. Higbee lets a floater go, can't get it down, and Principio outbattles her for the rebound. Ellie Smith.
Mynderse with a trap.
Macy Carr, Carrie Jensen. And turned over, but then lost out of bounds. Stay with Waterloo. 19 seconds to shoot. 1:17 to go in the third quarter. And it's foul on Mandy Barnett.
Overall, a much better quarter for Mynderse.
They got 9 points on the board. They had 6 in the first, 4 in the second, so a chance to double their first half total with another if they can score again before the quarter's over. White Principio inside out to Ellie Smith, and a great play by the Lady Indians. Ellie Smith now has 8.
Great pass by White Principio on the backside from the low post.
And let's see what the call is. We got a foul on Waterloo.
Good ball movement will get you that play on, especially against the 1-3-1 with the corners being open. If you look opposite, Waterloo's done a good job of that tonight.
Foul on Jasmine Lewis, I believe. They haven't posted it on the scoreboard yet, but I think he said number 4. So 56 seconds left. Mynderse with a fresh shot clock. Barnett, a little runner, and gets it to go. 5 points to this quarter for Mandy Barnett, 32-21. Full court pressure from the Blue Devils. Ooh, there you go, travel, yeah.
Travel by Macy Carr.
Really unforced. Again, Macy Carr, a freshman. There's so many youngsters on the court. That's a youngster mistake. That's a freshman mistake.
Yep.
And Mackenzie Higbee checks back in. So we got Koberger, Dole, Higbee, Barnett, and Korzaneski with 40 seconds to go. And boy, Mary Dole was open for 3, but instead inside it goes to Sarah Koberger, and a little late push from Mynderse. Koberger has 6 points this quarter, 8 on the evening. And it's a 9-point Waterloo lead, and off the foot, and boy, Waterloo got that back somehow. And then they're going to
mad dash for the ball, and we ended up with a foul on Mynderse.
So shot clock's off, 23 seconds.
Full court press giving Waterloo a little bit of problems here.
Well, what's going on here? That was nuts. The Mynderse subbed after the ball was in bounds. Bones Lorenzetti was saying too late, and then everybody's standing there, and Waterloo knocked down a shot. I think that was Ellie Smith, wasn't it?
Yep. Said too late, but the sub actually was in the game.
Yeah. Just a 2-pointer? No, that was a 3-pointer.
It was.
Yeah, well, a big shot. Gets the lead back up to 12 here with 8.9 seconds to go. That was strange. They should have whistled the play dead.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they were thinking on that one. If she's not allowed to be subbed in, you got to stop play because she's out on the court.
And Barnett knocks down the first free throw. She has 6 points now. They didn't post it, though.
No. There we go.
8.9 seconds to go. Second free throw out and off of Panic's hand, so Mynderse with a chance here with 7.9 seconds to go. Or 7.6, excuse me.
3 here and cut it to 6 going into the fourth quarter.
And Korzaneski out top to Capaci. Dole for 3. That's off.
That's off
and
line.
that's out the baseline here with 0.9 seconds left to go. And that'll do it. So after 3 periods of play, the Lady Indians from Waterloo lead Mynderse by 11, 35-24. 1 quarter left to play coming up, followed by the boys game. So stay with us here on
The newest way to save money
FingerLakes1.com.
is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rob Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Thruway Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. Browse their full Cramtastic new and used vehicle inventory online at BillCramChevrolet.com.
And welcome back inside Arthur L. Baker Gymnasium. 8 minutes left to play. Got a
Student section's full.
pretty much everything's full except for a couple seats available over on the Waterloo side of things. The boys, the Mynderse boys, all dressed and ready along the baseline by their team bench, as Mynderse could really use a bucket to start out the quarter here. As Capaci tries a three, and it's an air ball, and it's out of bounds
Off Waterloo.
off of Kerry Jensen. It'll stay with Mynderse. There you get a look at the boys varsity team getting ready to go. And there's a foul as Mackenzie Barber was taking it to the rim.
I always wanted to be inside the locker room before the game. I never really cared about what was going on with the JV game or the game before.
Yeah. And Barnett, short. Did she get her own rebound? No.
Huh?
Yep. Saved it, but she was out in the line.
Out of bounds.
So full court pressure from Mynderse. They get it into Kerry Jensen and up ahead to Jasmine Lewis, and then over the head of Panic, but into the hands of Barber.
Passed to nowhere, got to somewhere.
Lewis. Barber. Or no, Jensen, excuse me. Now Lewis with it again.
Barber is wide open on the backside.
And there she goes. One dribble up and over and out. And a nice rebound by Jillian. Panic lays it up and in. Lead up to 13. Higby to Capaci. Corner three from Capaci. Buttons.
There it is. Haven't heard that in a long time.
So Hannah Capaci's first bucket of the game. It's a 10-point game. Here comes Jasmine Lewis and saves it. Coach Breen wanted a timeout, but not before Lewis threw it away.
Yeah, nice drive there, but she ultimately drove it to nowhere.
Barnett just threw it away into the hands of Kerry Jensen. And Kerry Jensen dribbled it off her foot. Back to Mynderse.
Let's see
We
if
just
we
get a look at that great finish by Jillian Panic in traffic. And Caitlin Korzaneski, a little lackadaisical entry pass to Higby, easily picked off. And another pass that was up for grabs, and we got a jump ball staying with Waterloo. And it's Allie Smith inbounding to Jensen. Jensen pulls up, baseline no good, rebounded by Barnett. And she heads up court. Oh, got a foul on Allie Smith.
I'd like to see Maddie Barnett get into the paint.
Get a look at former Waterloo longtime principal and also I want to say 5-time sectional champion coach, Mike Ferrara.
What's going on over here?
And they finally get it in. Oh, great look and great finish. That's Mary Dole with her first points of the game. And again, Mynderse now trails just by 8.
The full court press by Mynderse is definitely a
foul.
Tough foul there, but it's definitely changed the complexion of the game a little bit and got them back into it.
Here's a look at that last play. Great pass by Capacci, finding Dole wide open, and she's able to finish.
Nice court vision there by Hannah. Mary Dole with the steal, but she stepped out of bounds. She's going to stay with Waterloo.
Anybody tracking turnovers?
Geez, I don't know.
I don't know what the record is for Section 5 girls high school basketball.
I don't know if we want to know. It's been a lot, and I'd like to see a little bit more ball security on both sides. Mentioned that a few times tonight, I think.
There's Barb Robinson, sister of 1992 state champion Bill Grant from Mynderse, also mother of Jake Robinson from last year's varsity team, and to her left is Jody Verkey. What's her official title in the middle school? Curriculum, program curriculum, something.
I think so.
But works closely with Bob McKevney and does a great job.
Yep.
And Paul Russo just getting a shot of some of the blue crew. And there he is, Brad Van Dusen himself. That's BradVanDusenPhotography.com if you need a photographer for your wedding, your senior portrait, or if you want to have him out to a game, get pictures of your team. He everywhere does a great job. Everybody has a camera these days, right? It seems, but when you see Brad's photos, it's a cut above. And there's Paul Russo right there, along with that Keegan Baker with him.
I think so.
Yeah, there's Keegan from currently at Keuka College, a member of last year's boys varsity team. So 5:40 left in the ball game. 8-point Waterloo lead, and there's Panic on the block. And
we got a call from behind.
Yeah, Bones Lorenzetti with a good vantage point, but his partner with the call.
If Waterloo can just take care of the ball and get one shot every time, I think they would be in good shape to win this game. But they haven't been able to capitalize on the handful of Mynderse turnovers, and we're only at an 8-point game.
Panic misses the first and hits the second. And now it's Mary Dole pushing it up ahead. And Barnett finds Higbee. And Capacci tries another three. Oh, it was on line, but just off the back iron. And now great hustle by Kohlberger, gets it to Higbee. Capacci will try another jump shot. This one just a 2. That one's no good, but Kohlberger again with a rebound. And now Barnett from the corner can't get it to go. And Kohlberger can't track it down this time. And it's Carrie Jensen on the run. They got numbers. Looks like too many steps, though.
Oh, they called a foul.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was a travel. Waterloo got away with one there.
Don't know who the foul. I don't know who's manning that scoreboard. They haven't been posting the player fouls. There it is. Finally, we got the foul on Mary Dole, her 4th.
Mynderse has had their chances tonight.
Jensen knocks down the first. With this free throw, it'll get back to a 10-point lead. Yes. 6 points on the ball. Or actually, who made that free throw? Was that
Jensen?
Yeah, it's giving it to Panic. And Capacci baseline jumper, no good. Gets the own rebound after some more great work from Sarah Kohlberger. And wow, Barber went down hard on the block of the Mackenzie Higbee shot.
Nice. They called her for the foul, but she got undercut. And hit her head on the floor.
Coach Mike Breek going out, helping up. Looks like she's okay.
That's good.
Now Ellie Smith's going to have to check back in. And Mackenzie's going to have a seat.
She'll get it evaluated, but she seems to be okay. Brushing it off.
So 4:46 to go, 11-point lead. Mackenzie Higbee, the freshman, heading to the free throw line. Get a couple. And knocks down the first. Gets the lead back to 10. Try to get it back to single digits with this one as Morgan Trout checks in for Capaci. Can't get it to go. Long rebound out to Jasmine Lewis. And Lewis loses it. Koberger on the ground. Waterloo retains possession. Ellie Smith bounce pass to Lewis. Lewis lets a 3-ball go. Yes! 13-point Indians lead.
Waterloo very patient that time. Worked the ball around and got a nice shot from Lewis.
Higbee to Perrine. Perrine into the paint. Out to
shoot
Higbee. Pump fake. Drives. Baseline runner. Good. Tabitha Winter dribbles right by two Blue Devils and to Lewis in the corner. Lewis tripped up and a foul on Sarah Koberger. And now Bridget Miller checks in for Higbee. That's 4 fouls on Koberger. So 4 fouls on Mary Dole, 4 fouls on Sarah Koberger, a pair of seniors. And Panic tries a 3. No good. And Perrine up for the rebound. She's dribbling the other way to Morgan Trout. Now it's to Koberger. Baseline runner, no good. Rebounded by Bridget Miller. Out to Barnett. Back to Miller. Miller, right-handed hook is short. Gets her own rebound, but her foot was on the line. Back to Waterloo.
I think it might have been a foul on that one, but no call.
Cicchino's Pizzeria and Restaurant celebrating 22 years in the Finger Lakes with locations in Waterloo, Geneva, and Del Lago Resort. Order online at Cicchinos.com. And remember, pre-order for the big game Sunday. Get 10% off your order if you call it in by Saturday. Jump shot by Jensen, no good. Rebounded by Miller. Minders could use a bucket here, trailing by 11, 3:26 to go. Here comes Maddie Barnett. Pulls it back.
They look opposite. They have the open look on the block. Bridget Miller was wide open down there.
And here's Koberg, foul line. Drives, throws it up. She'll head to the free throw line.
Nice move by Sarah, being aggressive, going to the basket.
So she can, again, get this game down to single digits. Waterloo entered this quarter with 35 points. They have 43. Minders entered with 24, so they've had 8.
Makes the first.
And so again, it's back to 10. Let's see if we can get it to 9.
Kenzie Higbee and Caitlin Korzeniewski check back into the game.
Second shot, no good. And it's Tabitha Winter to another freshman, Jasmine Lewis. And now Carrie Jensen.
Waterloo content to be very patient.
Lewis for 3 again. You know, I thought that was going down, but barely drew iron. Here comes Caitlin Korzeniewski dribbling between two Indians and a foul on Who did they give that photo to?
Guy with the Jensen.
Carrie Jensen,
She didn't like it.
There's a look at the Class B2 standings. Mynderse and Waterloo both in the same class for the girls, not so for the boys. And you see, despite a rough season for the Blue Devils, still at 9-6 and Waterloo at 8-5, they are at the top half of the bracket, meaning that they will probably play a home game to open up things.
Yeah, they're both in good shape for seedings.
Problem is, Dansville looks like a fantastic team, undefeated still here, and top of the B2 standings as Koberger lets one go. And now there's 2:26 to go, and Mynderse going to have to make something happen if they want to get back into this game, and we got a timeout, Waterloo. So maybe we can get those sectional standings back up there for just a second.
Yeah, any seeding in the top 4 is always good going into sectionals.
And again, it's sometimes, neither one of these teams is going to win a league title. Yeah, that Mid Lakes has it all but wrapped up. Pelmac and Geneva also tough in the East, but you can see that when it comes to a sectional title, which is what everybody's really playing for, that these two teams have a legitimate shot at it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, and you look at who they would be matched up with against in the first round. They would either be Leroy or Rochester Prep or somebody in that area, maybe Penn Yan. Teams that both teams are capable of beating and moving on past that.
And then you see number 5, Wayland Cohocton, coached by Al Best, longtime Mynderse coach. As a matter of fact, a couple of years ago when Mynderse won the sectional title in 2016 and 17, it was Al Best on the sideline for Wayland Cohocton when Coach Anderson's Lady Blue Devils got the win. So hey, there's a look at Coach Korzaneski's lovely wife, Jolene. And who else is in this shot? We got Hunter Haas in the lower right. Again, he's played last year. And Bomber Scabona front and center right above the 33 on your scoreboard. That would be Jolene's grandfather. A lot of familiar faces in the crowd tonight here for this Varsity Night doubleheader. Is Barnett with the steal and can't come up with it though as Jensen has it. And now Korzaneski flagged for the foul.
We're going to be in the
free throws.
Bonus time.
So 2:09 to go, 43-33. It's 7:22 Eastern, so the boys' game going to start a little late. And a reminder, stay with us after this one for the Little John Orthodontics Smiles with Style postgame show, where we'll have our Chichinos player of the game on board with us. Guess we should probably start thinking about that, Rhett. Who do you like for our Chichinos player of the game? They win a large cheese pizza, so it's not a decision to be taken lightly.
Yeah, absolutely not. But I think at this point, Mackenzie Barber, she's had her way in the paint, and she had a great second quarter to ignite the run that Waterloo went on to kind of separate the two teams. After the game being tied at the end of the first quarter, Waterloo put some distance between them and Mynderse hasn't really been able to close that gap. So
yeah, Barber with 12 points, Allie Smith with 11. Those would be your two contenders if you're looking at points.
I think she's done a good job on the boards as well.
Jillian Panic with a free throw. I might have to I agree. Barber was the player of the game in Waterloo in their first meeting. So let's give it another minute before we decide. See if someone can swing the balance.
Panic's played well as is Carrie Jensen. I think those two would be in line for it. And
it'd be tough not to give it to Barber with the way she, if there's one thing that stood out from this basketball game, it was how tough Barber was on the rebounds and how good she was finishing in the blocks back when the game was a little tighter coming out of the halftime break.
Yep. And, I'm sure she'll share the pizza with her teammates.
Carson Wentz and Tom Brady in the crowd tonight. I can understand why Wentz might be here, but Brady's got plans tomorrow.
Brady's busy. Who you got?
I would love to see the Patriots lose, but there's Kenya Bachman smiling at the camera. She would be the cousin of Griffin Heron, the starting point guard for Mynderse boys, coming up next. And you know what? I think it's her birthday. I think it might be her birthday today. I don't know. I'll have to double check on that. But yeah, I got the Patriots, but I sure hope that they don't. I sure hope the Rams win.
You know, you look at the Rams, you think that they're, you know, far and away the better team, but it's just how do you pick against Tom Brady?
So Mackenzie Barber with it. 1 dribble, 2 dribbles. All right, that's Carrie Jensen, excuse me. And now that's over to Macy Carr. And Carr to Jensen. 10 seconds to shoot. 1:37 to go in the ball game. Lady Indians by 10. Macy Carr drives. And there's Allie Smith for a 3 ball. It's an air ball and a shot clock violation. And Mynderse not out of it yet with the way this.
They need a quick bucket. You know, their defense, they've been doing what they wanted to do tonight. It's just that stretch in the second quarter where they kind of got taken advantage of a little bit down low.
Say they're not out of it yet, but, I mean, they got 33 points now with 1:21 to go. We're asking them to score at least 10 to get back into this in the next minute 17, and they'll got a chance heading back to the free throw line.
Get a parade to the free throw line and get some stops. You never know what can happen. Korzeniewski has to obviously make these 2 to get that started, though.
Caitlin Korzeniewski back to the free throw line. She eyes it, and she hits. So I don't know here. I think we got to go with Mackenzie Barber for the player of the game. I don't think it would be unfair to her, but
she made the plays that were necessary. She had tough presence inside, was workhorse on the boards, and did what she needed to do to carry her team.
So we'll be talking to her on the postgame show unless Mynderse can put on a late push here. Second free throw from Korzeniewski is down, and all of a sudden it's an 8-point lead. Full court pressure from the Blue Devils. Koberger and Barnett trap. And the ball's way up ahead to Jillian Panic. She almost bobbled it, though. And now Capacci in the game has a trap going with Maddie Barnett. And a reversal of the ball over to Winner. And Perrine on the ground. And Macy Carr with it. Now down to 10 seconds to shoot. 56 in the game. And a foul. That's one of the things I hate. If you're going to foul, you got to foul early. Yep. 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Let that go and see if you can let it play out. Had a chance for a stop there.
And there's our player, Chichino's player of the game right there, Mackenzie Barber, as Jensen misses her first free throw. Yeah, she's just a sophomore, and she's been statistically the leader of this game, and really physical play inside, along with Jillian Panic. This is a team that's going to be good for a few years to come here.
Well, and their JV team is very good too, and playing with a lot of 8th graders on that team.
Jensen missed a free throw, timeout Mynderse. So with 55.7 seconds left to go, it's an 8-point ball game. Mynderse ball. Upcoming webcasts here on FingerLakes1.com. Starting Sunday, it's the Upstate Hoops podcast at 10 a.m. on Sunday. We're going to have 3 Mid-Lakes varsity girls and 3 South Seneca varsity girls in studio. 2 of the class of Section 5 girls basketball programs. That should be a great episode.
Yeah, packed house in there.
Yeah, it's going to be full. And then on Monday night, we got a special bonus treat. It was originally just going to be Mynderse hosting Marcus Whitman, a real interesting matchup between a really outstanding team in the Finger Lakes West, just rolling opponents. The last 7 wins have been by over 30 points in the West. But the Mynderse Mid-Lakes girls got rescheduled to 6 o'clock. So coming up on Monday, just 3 days from now, we got another boys-girls doubleheader, except it's going to involve the Mid-Lakes girls and the Marcus Whitman boys. And then Friday night, we'll be in Waterloo for that rematch of the Newark-Waterloo game. That's a game that Waterloo beat Newark, and that's going to be a good one. I'll call that one with Tony Robinson. Then back in the studio Sunday after that, it's going to be Lions and Wayne Senior boys in studio. 2 of the best boys teams in the section will be in studio. And then next week we get another look at the Waterloo girls as they host Mid-Lakes.
You bringing all the Lions seniors in?
Throw 3. 3 Lions seniors, 4 Wayne seniors.
Nice.
And actually, I'm not even sure if all three Lions players are going to be seniors yet. I got to talk to Coach Schott, see who he's going to send. But I know we got 4 Wayne seniors. And there is a drive, and Mackenzie Higby couldn't finish, and now we have a foul. So with 33.3 left and an 8-point lead, Waterloo will head back to the free throw line.
You know, at the end of the day, these two teams are pretty close. Competitively, Mynderse has been in this game the whole time. They never let it get about more than 12 points. They just haven't been able to get shots to fall. A little careless in the middle of the game there with the basketball.
Here's a look at Mike Sluka, father of Derek Sluka and Kyle Sluka, who will be hitting the court shortly after this one concludes for the Waterloo Indians. Is Barber with her third free throw in the fourth quarter, make it 4 free throws in the fourth quarter. Now she's definitely shorted up with 14 points on the night. And with 28 seconds to go, the lead's back to 10, and another not a turnover. It'll stay with Mynderse, but Mynderse has to work quickly. And Caitlin Korzeniewski drives the scoop shot, no good. Another rebound for Mackenzie Barber. She's going to hold it, and another foul.
Barnett ties her up, but they call her for the foul. Or they got Korzeniewski for the foul on that one.
So that will just about do it here with 13.8 seconds left to go. But stay with us. We got a whole nother ball game coming up. Should be a good one. Mynderse had beaten Waterloo 22 consecutive times until this boys varsity basketball team for the Indians defeated the Blue Devils in Waterloo back on December 20th as Caitlin Korzeniewski checks out. I think she may have fouled out.
It's amazing what one game will do to reignite a rivalry.
Yeah, and so now tonight they try to win in this gymnasium for the first time since 2007. As Mackenzie Barber gets 1 or 2 to go. And with 10 seconds to go, a long 3 from Barnett is off the mark. And the rebound out to Allie Smith. And with 5 seconds to go, that'll do it. So the Lady Indians from Waterloo sweep the season series against their rival, the Mynderse Lady Blue Devils. Mynderse falls to 9-7 and 4-6 in the league. Waterloo improves to 9-5 and 6-4 in the league. And when we come back, it'll be time for the Littlejohn Orthodontics post-game show where we will have your player of the game, Mackenzie Barber, in studio with us. So keep it right here because after that, we got another great basketball game featuring the boys. So it's Finger Lakes East Basketball Rivalry Night.
This live presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball on fingerlakes1.com is brought to you thanks to the support of Generations Bank, Bill Cram Chevrolet, Littlejohn Orthodontics, Marshall Exteriors, It's a Wonderful Run 5K, Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, Finger Lakes Partners Insurance, Brad Van Dusen Photography, Penny's Place Family Restaurant, Stever's Garage, The Omen Theater, Red's Place, Wilson Press, Connie's Diner, the Newark Pilots and Geneva Red Wings, the Downtown Deli, and FingerLakes1.com digital marketing.
It's Big Truckin' Deals here at Bill Cram Chevrolet. Check out this cram-tastic inventory for big truckin' deals. Whatever truck you're looking for, we've got the inventory. Trucks for towing, trucks for family, trucks for work, and trucks for fun. Whatever you're into, we've got a big truckin' deal waiting for you. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. See all our truckin' deals at BillCramChevrolet.com.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes.
And welcome back inside Arthur L. Baker Gymnasium. You got the final of that game? I didn't write it down. I think it was there it is, right on your screen.
46-35.
Yeah, Waterloo defeats Mynderse 46-35. And it's time for the Littlejohn Orthodontics Smiles with Style postgame. I'm in here with our Chichinos player of the game, Mackenzie Barber. Mackenzie with 15 points, 9 of them in the second half. And it wasn't a pretty game. Like, there's a lot of turnovers.
That was a rough start, honestly. Throughout the whole game, I feel like our offense was really off.
Little nerves, little rivalry game.
A little bit, yeah.
This gym's not quite as big as the one at Waterloo, so, a little closer confines.
Yeah.
Everybody's on top of you. You get that.
And a nice big crowd. But you seem to provide the spark coming out of the locker room, scoring on the block in traffic. I mean, and a ton of rebounds today. You're really tough inside. Is that your role for this team?
Yeah, I mean, I just put my work in, I guess. I got to do what I got to do, help out the team.
Well, he certainly made a difference tonight. And just a sophomore, so plenty of games ahead for you and Jillian Panic and Macy Carr and Jasmine Lewis and all these girls, really. You got such a young core. Do you like playing with this group?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like working with the younger kids more so, we have way more time to grow, and we can work together to improve on each other, and we all help each other out. So having a younger team definitely helps a lot.
Coach Bree has you guys playing quite a bit in the offseason too, right? You guys have played a lot together over the AAU and the summer ball, so you guys are from 8th grade up through 10th, 11th grade. You guys are all pretty familiar with one another.
Oh, yeah, that helped a lot too.
Absolutely.
Well, as our Chichinos player of the game, finishing with 15 points and maybe 15 rebounds. I don't know how many rebounds you have, but a lot. Chichinos gift certificate here for a free large cheese pizza. You like to eat at Chichinos?
You ever been there?
Yeah.
So there you go, just in time for the Super Bowl tomorrow, I suppose. Who do you like in the Super Bowl? Got a team you're rooting for?
Patriots.
Oh.
Patriots? Okay, that's all
Tom
right.
Brady, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'll let you get back in there and enjoy this victory with your team. But tell me a little bit about this Mynderse-Waterloo rivalry to you. Does it feel different than other games when you play Mynderse?
Yeah, I feel like the energy helps a lot. Everyone comes out to these games, obviously, because it's so close. And it definitely pumps you up, like always.
Do you like playing in front of the big crowds?
Yeah.
It's a lot more fun, right?
Yeah. Everyone
absolutely.
cheering you on and stuff.
Sure.
Plus, you probably, being so close, you probably know some of the girls on the other side too,
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
You play some basketball with them, and
It's all friendly competition.
Yep.
Who's well, that's easy to say when you win, right?
Yeah.
When you just swept the season series with them. Who do you like in this game? Your boys or the Mynderse boys?
Waterloo.
Okay, well, that's
Good
a
answer.
bold prediction.
Good
I would be surprised if you said anything different. Are those different new uniforms for the boys this year?
I think so, yeah. I think they got new ones this year. They're sharp.
You like your uniforms with the stripes on the shorts and stuff?
Yeah.
Not really?
They're kind of yellow, so.
They're different. It's a different color orange than the boys are wearing right now, that's for sure. Well, appreciate you spending the time. Enjoy the pizza. That's your second time you've been the Chichinos player of the game this year. And we're going to see you next Wednesday night. Next Wednesday, 2 Wednesday nights from now when you host Mid-Lakes in Waterloo. We'll be doing that game. So
that'll be a good game.
Real quick, what do you think about that game? Lena Forbes, pretty good player, right?
Yeah, she's really good. She's pretty tough.
Well, we'll look forward to see if you guys can pull the upset there and make a good run in postseason. So, Mackenzie, appreciate you stopping in.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the
Good
win.
game.
Thanks.
So let's get you slide out of here. Thank you. Good job. So that's game 1 of our doubleheader here. We're going to step aside in just a second before I read you the leading scores. For Waterloo, it was Mackenzie Barber 15, Allie Smith with 11, Jasmine Lewis with 5, Jillian Panic with 4, Macy Carr, Carrie Jensen, and Tabitha Winter with 3 apiece, and Giovanna White Principio with 2. For the Mynderse Lady Blue Devils, Maddie Barnett finished with 6, all in the third quarter. Morgan Trout had 6. Mackenzie Higbee had 5. Sarah Koberger with 7. Caitlin Korzaneski with 5, Hannah Capacci with 3, Mary Dole with 2, and Bridget Miller with 2. Your final score once again, Waterloo 46, Mynderse 35. Waterloo improves to 9-5 overall, 6-4 in the league. They snap a 1-game losing streak for the Mynderse Lady Blue Devils. They fall to 9-7 and 4-6 in the league, and they snapped a 2-game winning streak. So we'll be back in about 3-4 minutes after we hear a message from our sponsors with the second half of our doubleheader here from Seneca Falls. It's Mynderse Waterloo coming up next.
Check out Generations Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts with MyGen Perks. Visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Little John Orthodontics are proud to support our area high school athletes. Visit them online at littlejohnortho.com.
This live presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball on fingerlakes1.com is made possible thanks to the support from Marshall Exteriors. Are you looking for a contractor to give you a new roof, siding, windows, or other exterior home project? Marshall Exteriors is your one-stop source for all of your home's exterior needs. Check out their website at Marshall's Exteriors and we'll run 5K. It's a winter run like no other through the streets of Seneca Falls, the town that inspired Frank Capra's holiday classic, It's a Wonderful Life. Learn more and register at itsawonderfulrun5k.com. Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, celebrating 22 years in the Finger Lakes with locations at 22 Main Street in Waterloo, 40 Exchange Street in Geneva, and Del Lago Resort and Casino. Dine in, take out, delivery, catering, and banquets. Order online at cicinos.com. Live, laugh, and eat well. It's the Italian way. Brad Van Dusen Photography is a full-service photographer serving the Finger Lakes region, offering family, senior, and wedding portraits, also specializing in sports photos, collages, banners, and other keepsakes for your student-athlete. For more information, find Brad on Facebook or visit bradvandusenphotography.com or visit bvdsports.com. Penny's Place Family Restaurant, located on 5 and 20 in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Well known for their large portions and home-cooked meals, a large selection of breakfast items, and everything from burgers, salads, and wraps for lunch. If you want a great meal while pinching a penny, come to Penny's Place. Jimmer's Auto offers a full inventory of late model cars, trucks, and minivans. Check out their full inventory online at jimmersauto.com. And for service, visit Stever's Garage on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Jimmer's Auto and Stever's Garage, strong supporters of local high school athletes for over 40 years. The Omen Theater in Lyons, the most modern theater in the Finger Lakes, is also the oldest theater in the U.S. See what's playing at omentheater.com. Red's Place in downtown Seneca Falls, locally owned for 42 years and serving great lunches Monday through Friday from 11:30 to 2 p.m. Wednesday night is wing night with 60-cent wings in 10 different varieties. For over 65 years, the Wilson Press and Mail House has been serving Central New York as commercial printers with a full-service mail house specializing in offset and digital printing, graphic design services, full mail house services, marketing and advertising plans, and fundraising programs. Call them today at 315-568-9693 or visit them online at wpress.com. Connie's Diner on Main Street in Waterloo has the ambiance you will only find in a true diner. Let the Cardazola family serve your next breakfast, lunch, or dinner from their vast menu of time-tested favorites and original recipes. Visit them online at connieswaterloo.com. The Newark Pilots and Geneva Red Wings of the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League. Your major league connection with 7 players drafted last season. The Downtown Deli in Seneca Falls, where a half is like a whole. Giant deli sandwiches, subs, daily lunch specials, and homemade soups, chili, and mac and cheese that will warm up even the coldest winter day. Also, try their famous paninis or star sandwiches. Check them out online at sfdowntowndeli.com.
It's Big Truckin' Deals here at Bill Cram Chevrolet. Check out this cram-tastic inventory for big truckin' deals. Whatever truck you're looking for, we've got the inventory. Trucks for towing, trucks for family, trucks for work, and trucks for fun. Whatever you're into, we've got a big trucking deal waiting for you. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. See all our trucking deals at BillCramChevrolet.com.
And welcome back to Arthur L. Baker Gymnasium. There's the wall of championships. A lot of sectional titles here for the Mynderse Blue Devils. The most recent coming in 2016-17 season. 7th all-time in Section 5 titles with 9. 2017, 2013, 11, 10, 96, 94, 92 a state championship, 94 a Final Four team that our producer Jason Hunt was on. Then they had some back in the 70s, 75, and 76. This year, 4 and 6 in the league, 8 and 8 overall, and still with a chance to make some noise, as we'll see later in their section, Class B2.
Absolutely.
Waterloo in Class B1 having a great season. They come in at 10 and 6 overall, 8 and 3 in the league. And earlier this year, on December 20th, Waterloo defeated Mynderse for the first time since 2007, and we actually went back in the archives as we look at Coach Korzaneski and Coach Pittifer having a conversation at midcourt, and it was January 30th, 2007, the last time that Waterloo beat Mynderse in this gymnasium. 61-48 was the final. Brian Callahan and Chris Egan led the scoring attack for Waterloo with 18 and 17 points apiece. David Popp put in 29 points that night in a losing effort. Waterloo's head coach that evening was Kevin Korzaneski, a Mynderse head coach tonight in his 4th year with the Indians at the time. They went on to lose in the Class BB semis. Mynderse coach was Mike Fields, his first year at Mynderse. He went on to have some success for the Blue Devils, winning sectional titles in 2010, 11, and 13.
And Waterloo won a bunch straight before.
That's the thing, yeah.
Right?
So that night was the 7th win in a row for Waterloo over Mynderse, and then Mynderse went on to win 22 in a row until Waterloo won in December. So now Waterloo on a 1-game winning streak, and the Blue Devils would like to keep it right there and keep this home winning streak against the crosstown rival going. But it's going to be a tough one tonight. The Blue Devils having a tough season. They had a great win against Newark on the road, seemed to turn the season around. Then they followed that with a win over Penn Yan, and then they went to Mid Lakes and lost that game despite 37 points from Darren Miller. Waterloo, on the other hand, has had an up-and-down season themselves. They've had some big wins, including a win against Newark in Newark, but they got killed by Greece Odyssey and Greece Olympia. Greece Olympia twice. Yeah. And those are both B1 schools.
That's the thing. Both teams have had good wins, signature wins, so to speak, against Newark this year. But both teams have also lost some games to teams that they're going to see in sectional or potentially see in sectionals. And specifically with Waterloo, with Odyssey and Olympia, and a few others that are all lined up with them. Geneva have all gotten the better of them this year. So it's interesting to see what type of team Waterloo really does have and where they'll go in sectionals.
Yeah, we can get a look at the Finger Lakes East standings. You'll see that this is not a game that's going to have league title implications by any stretch of the imagination, with the Wayne Eagles virtually locking up the league title with a win over Geneva last Tuesday night in a game you saw in Finger Lakes 1.
Right.
But yeah, Waterloo plays Wayne again. Newark plays Wayne again. Waterloo plays Newark again. So I guess it's not totally out of the question. But 3 games back in the loss column, a very good Wayne Eagles team. Yep. And there you see Mynderse down in that second tier of teams with Mid Lakes and Penn Yan. And they had kind of separated themselves from that group. Yep. But ends up they lose that game to Mid Lakes, and it kind of set them back a little bit. So both teams trying to get momentum for sectionals.
No doubt.
So starting lineups being announced here. There's Kwani Lewis. He was with us at halftime along with Sal Franzone. At halftime of this game, we're going to have Carrie Jensen and Sarah Koberger joining us. for the Bill Cram Chevrolet halftime show, and there he is, Derek Saluka, having an outstanding season and probably, among the best players,
Yeah.
probably a Fab 5 player this year.
Oh, absolutely. He's having a great year, and he's doing what he should do as a senior, leading his team. They're much improved from last year. Again, we talked a little bit about the losses, but they've had some good wins, and they are a much better team than they have been in the last few years, and it's shown in their record.
And his brother Kyle Saluka, a sophomore, getting announced, and boy, it is at full capacity here. They're streaming our broadcast in the cafeteria for the overflow, and the Mynderse Blue Devils starting lineup now being announced. And again, for Waterloo, it is Derek Saluka, Jaquan Lewis, Julian Ruiz, Joel Kraft, and Kyle Saluka. And here comes Mynderse Griffin Herron and Jared King. Griffin, a junior, King, a sophomore. This is a team that relies heavily on underclassmen. A lot of freshmen and sophomores get a ton of time, and there's one of them, Jake Smith. I feel like he's one of the most reliable, steady of the underclassmen players. Jared King provides a lot of the scoring from that underclassmen group. And, and here, this team comes and goes with this guy here,
No
Darren
doubt.
Miller, just an absolute beast, having a phenomenal senior season. 37 points against Mid-Lakes the other night, as I mentioned.
Yeah, 20 and 10 basically from him every night, and he's definitely makes Mynderse go.
And there's Sal Franzone, the senior forward center here, rounding up the starting lineup.
Coach Korzeniewski does play a lot of the guys on his team. They are very, very young, as you mentioned. But he'll rotate in for another 4 or 5 guys off the bench. But Jared King, Jake Smith, the younger guys that really need to hit some shots tonight to make keep this one close, keep them in it, and then maybe get the win.
So I'm Jim Sinicropi, sitting alongside Rhett Ticconi here in the broadcast booth. Jeremy Hunt providing the images you're enjoying on our main camera. Paul Rooster Russo on the roving second camera. Jason Hunt, our producer for tonight's ball game. And here we go. Ball in the air. That looks like Larry Swan reffing and throwing it up, and Mynderse controls. It's Jake Smith with the basketball. And gets it to Griffin Herron.
And no secret that Waterloo's going to look to limit Darren Miller's touches as best they can. And conversely, Mynderse is going to look to probably have him touch the ball every chance they get.
Herron drives baseline and throws it up reverse style for the first bucket of the game. And notice that they had Derek Saluka guarding Darren Miller man-to-man. And now a baseline jumper finds nothing but net for Joel Kraft. And we're underway, 2-2 early.
I like that aggressiveness by Herron on that drive.
And now Darren Miller with a basketball at the top of the key, guarded again by Saluka. Jake Smith tries to give and go. Miller saves it, but then throws it into the hands of Kyle Saluka. Here comes the Indians. Saluka to Lewis. Cross-court pass. 3-ball on the way from Julian Ruiz off the back area. No good. Rebounded by Griffin Herron.
And that'll be key for Mynderse tonight, protecting the arc and limiting the wide open threes that Waterloo had so frequently in the last game they played.
And that game back on December 20th was an 85-66 win for the Indians. And it was a game in where Nick Champion scored 23 points on 7 3-pointers to go along with 23 from Derek Saluka. And this time, Griffin Herron drives into the lane and draws contact.
And really, the story of that night for Mynderse was the tough shooting night. They went 5 of 26.
Here's a look at Herron going baseline and finishing reverse style.
They went 5 of 26 from 3 that night, and that was definitely the difference there.
Well, this is a young team with Mynderse that you want to see how much better they get by this time of year. So this is a great test against a team that got blown out against, in Waterloo back before Christmas.
Yep.
We're going to see how they do tonight here in Seneca Falls. And nothing more than Waterloo would like than to get a win here in Arthur L. Baker. It's been since 2007 since they left Seneca Falls with a win.
Over the back on Miller there.
So Heron comes up empty from the free throw line. It stays 2-2.
And Mynderse starts out with the man-to-man.
And Ruiz straight to the basket. Gets it to go. So a little resistance there for Ruiz as he gets right to the hole and lays it in off the glass. Now Jake Smith over to Heron, working off a pick from Sal Franzone. Picks up his dribble, needs help. There's Jared King taking it to the basket, lets it go, and
nice
in
try.
with the left hand. And he goes to the basket with reckless abandon.
Yes, he
and
does.
Finishes, in a lot of awkward positions. He seems to have a knack for it.
He's a good finisher. He ends up on the floor a lot, but it's all on good, strong drives to the basket.
Wow, and that's going to be tough to stop. Derek Saluka with a little fadeaway on the baseline over everybody. That is unstoppable. If he's going to make that shot, it's going to be a long night for Mynderse. Jake Smith over to King.
They got to get Miller the ball pretty much every time down the floor.
Gets a lot of teams. They throw it up to him, and he just goes and gets
Yeah.
it. I don't know if he can do that with Saluka guarding him, although there it goes. And there from behind, Joel Kraft just slaps down hard. Got basketball, though.
They had him right here initially. They got to make that pass quick and get it to him, even if it's in and back out for a three.
So now Griffin Heron to Franzone. Thought about a shot. Instead swings it to King. Takes it to the basket. A left-handed runner, no good. Ball on the ground. And Griffin Heron comes up with it. He drives. Pump fake. Second effort. Off the rim, no good. But be more free throws coming for the Griff Dog.
Heron very aggressive early on tonight, taking the ball to the basket. One of the things he's developed better this year over the course of the season is being more of a threat and getting to the basket as opposed to just being on the outside.
And there's a free throw. Pulls Mynderse back to within 6-5 here with 5:06 to go. And Coach Korzenski needs him to shoot. Really needs all of these guards to shoot more. And nobody's really stepped up other than perhaps Heron, and provided any consistent scoring.
Yeah, I think being so young, they were deferring to Darren early on.
And Saluka with another runner, the lefty, off the glass. And it's 8-6. Smith with the ball, and they're having a tough time getting it into Darren Miller. But the Griff Dog for three gives Mynderse the lead. Heron with 7 first-quarter points here at the Bake. And Kwame Lewis swings it across to Ruiz. Ruiz pulls up and hits the three ball. There's the answer. And what a ball game early, 11-9 Waterloo.
Mynderse with 9 points, none by Darren Miller yet, and they got to feel good about that they can get some buckets without having to rely on him.
Smith to Franzone, and Franzone loses it out of bounds. It'll stay though with Mynderse. Give you a chance to tell you about Jimmer's Auto on Fall Street in Seneca Falls, offering a full inventory of late model cars, trucks, and minivans. Check out their full inventory online at jimmersauto.com. And want a great meal while pinching a penny? Come to Penny's Place Restaurant in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Jared King, three ball, down! 5 points for King, and it's 12-11. Mynderse leads by 1. Darren Miller still yet to score here, just under 4 minutes. And, here's something interesting. You got Jake Smith picking up the foul there, but he's guarding a much taller and 2 year older Derek Saluka. But Jake Smith did that against Mason Vandermoortel for Newark, and Coach Korzenski obviously feels he's his best on-ball defender.
Yeah, he relishes the opportunity to play their best player, the opposite teams.
Jake, the son of Bernie and Annie Smith. Bernie Smith, Waterloo roots.
See a lot of that in this rivalry where there's some back and forth.
I think he's rooting for the Blue Devils tonight, though, as Jared King with a rebound slips a little bit and slips again, picks up his dribble, gets it, and we got a timeout. Coach Korzenski.
Yeah, he wanted Jared to get that ball out of his hands, getting a double team there.
So 12-11, 3:33 to go. Exciting ball game, great start for both teams, and I think the biggest bright spot for Mynderse is that they have the lead without Darren Miller scoring.
No question. Their shooting percentages for both teams are way up the charts. Could get this one maybe into the 70s or 80s.
So just a 30-second timeout. Players back on the court. Remind you about the Downtown Deli in Seneca Falls, where a half is like a whole. Check out their menu online at sfdowntowndeli.com. If you're just joining us, the Waterloo girls picked up the season sweep over the Lady Blue Devils with a 46-35 win. Here it's 12-11 early as Jake Smith hits a 3-ball from the corner, and Mynderse leads by 4.
Mynderse ball movement against that 1-3-1 has been very crisp tonight. 3 threes already.
As Ruiz sets up, guarded by Heron. And there's Saluka, and he shoots over Smith. Back iron no good, and the ball out of bounds. It'll be Mynderse basketball. And this place is rocking early. Standing room only. They're overflowing into the hallway here. Bleachers only on one side of this gymnasium, which coaches like that. They love coaching when they don't have fans right behind their bench. And Jake Smith just hit a 3, handles it, tries to get it to Miller. There he goes. And Miller out to Franzone. Franzone takes a couple dribbles, drives, and with a kiss, the big Ragu!
Nice aggressiveness from Franzone.
Ruiz for 3, it's short. Mynderse leads by 6. Darren Miller with the rebound.
Mynderse man-to-man is definitely causing a little problem for Waterloo. And their aggressiveness on the offensive end is shown tonight so far.
And here comes Heron out to Smith. Better pass would have had him open. Takes a couple of dribbles. And now it's Heron with it. Looking to get it to Miller, but got Joel Kraft on the backside of him. And now Kwani Lewis from behind stuffs Jake Smith up ahead to Julian Ruiz. Ruiz, alley-oop pass, off the glass and good. It's Kyle Saluka. Pretty play by the Indians.
Great feed from Ruiz. Sensed the defense on his back, he gave it up.
Now Griffin Heron controls. And he gets into the lane. Bounce pass just out of the reach for Darren Miller. And it'll be back to Waterloo.
Now Mynderse got to be careful not to just throw it towards Darren just for the sake of trying to get it to him.
Now Mike Bogart checking in for Sal Franzone. Our first look tonight at the freshman who a lot of people are feeling he's going to be the next great thing at Mynderse. I got to agree with him. He's an outstanding player for a freshman, and maybe with him in the ball game, that might open up things a little more for Miller, because if they pay too close attention to Miller, Bogart will hurt him.
Absolutely.
And Kwani Lewis misses a 3. Nick Champion John Loris into the game for Waterloo. Couldn't corral the rebound. Loose ball. We got a jump ball. And it looks like it's going to stay with Waterloo. And speaking of Nick Champion, here he comes, wearing number 14, junior guard. Again, 7 3-pointers for Champion in their win. And there's my wife Kathleen for a quick second, was on the screen along with Andy and Bernie Smith and Coach K's lovely wife Jolene. And Kwani Lewis took steps before he made that drive. And we got 1:10 to go in the first period. Highly entertaining game in front of a raucous crowd.
Now, Champion doesn't lack for confidence either. He was very vocal about his 7 3-pointers in that last game. He was
well, he was unbelievable that night.
No, he was on fire.
So Bogart back to Heron. Heron loses it for a second, gets it back. Now he needs help. Long pass to Jake Smith, connects. And now Smith, Bogart, corner 3, short. Rebounded by Kwani Lewis.
Tough angle there on that one. He was way in the corner.
And there's Champion, thought about it. Instead he drives, double clutch over Darren Miller, no good. Gets his own rebound again, out to Sluka. And Jake Smith stays in front of him, but they're going to get a foul on Jake, and that'll be a second.
That's a tough ask there when they get 2 offensive rebounds for Waterloo.
Especially when it's Champion out rebounding Miller there.
Yeah.
Just the way the ball bounces. So now Champion controls off the inbound. And it's out to Johnny Lawrence. Lawrence step back three-pointer. Good! And it's a 1-point ball game. 25 seconds to shoot and almost a turnover, but it's Jared King with it. He goes straight to the basket, and he's fouled. He'll head to the free throw line.
Aggressive drive by King. The Mynderse has got to be careful not to pick up their dribble and way in the front court.
When King decides he's going, he's going.
Yeah, no question.
I think here's a great look at that John Lawrence step back three. And I thought for a second there that Jared had Jake Smith open on the weak side.
Waterloo has shooters all over the court.
And King misses the first free throw. And now Nick Jones checking in for the first time tonight. Another sophomore who can shoot as Jake Smith takes a seat with those 2 fouls. And second free throw from King is good. So 6 first quarter points for King. Mynderse up 2. Shot clock's off. 16 seconds to go first period. Saluka with the basketball.
They switched King over onto Saluka with Smith coming out of the game with 2 fouls.
And almost thrown away, but saved by Kwani Lewis. That ball might have hit the back of the backboard. Now a corner 3 ball, no good. That was Mike Hubbard missing. And after 1 period of play in Seneca Falls, we got a good one. The Blue Devils lead Waterloo 18-16. We'll be right back with second quarter action here. You're watching Finger Lakes East Varsity Night Basketball on FingerLakes1.com.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Thruway Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. Browse their full Cramtastic new and used vehicle inventory online at BillCramChevrolet.com.
And welcome back, everybody. Second quarter action just underway. Ball inbounded to Darren Miller. For Mynderse, it's Miller, Nick Jones, Griffin Heron, Jared King, and the freshman Mike Bogart.
And Waterloo's turned up the pressure a little bit. They've come out of their 1-3-1 and gone into a man-to-man with Saluka, Garden, Miller.
And also Mike Hubbard, Daquan Lewis, Nick Champion, and John Lawrence. As Miller rises over Saluka, can't hit. He's still scoreless.
Miller's first shot of the game.
Johnny Lawrence for 3, no good. And a big rebound by Miller, and he is fouled by Daquan Lewis.
Lewis doesn't like the call, but that was definitely a foul there. Got him on the arm.
So you're not going to want to get Darren Miller angry, I don't think. He's been quiet so far tonight. That's how you like him if you're an opposing coach. Great atmosphere here tonight in Seneca Falls. It's freezing outside, but nice and warm in here, and the action just heating up. A great game so far. Nick Jones with the basketball. Dribbles out of trouble. And looks like
on the ground.
Yeah, looks like Nick Champion was riding him.
Another good drive to the basket, though, by Mynderse. It's something that the last game they definitely settled for a lot of threes. Their aggressiveness tonight has been much more evident than it was the last time around.
So that's a second foul on Nick Champion, and it'll be Nick Jones to inbounds up top to Darren Miller. He goes into the lane and can't get it to go, but weak side rebound by Nick Jones, can't put it back, and he'll head to the free throw line. And, you know, I think that's an example of a play. Nick Jones is a sophomore, not going to make that shot with the contact.
Right.
Maybe as a junior or senior,
Yep.
he puts that back and it's a three-point play.
Absolutely. You know, all these guys first years on varsity, you know, no matter what game, how late in the season, you struggle with the nerves to begin with, and you know, getting used to the movements and playing against a lot of upperclassmen. One thing I like to see though, a minute ago, Coach Corsi, you know, puts Darren Miller up at the top at the point, and basically gets the ball in his hands heading downhill.
Right. Jones makes the first free throw. Kyle Saluka in for Nick Champion with those 2 fouls. Derek Saluka checking out too for the first time tonight, and Ethan Hunt checking in as Jones misses the second free throw, but Bogart there for the rebound, but then he gave it up. And now quickly the other way comes Waterloo. Ruiz can't hit the runner, and Jones gets the ball coming out of the pack, and he bumbles it out of bounds, and it's going to go back to Waterloo.
Good defensive effort by Jones there. He's just got to, you know, take a deep breath and take care of the basketball.
And again, underclassmen out here in a big stage tonight.
Yep.
And that's John Lawrence finding some space baseline, but he gives it up. It's Jones again with a steal. Gives it up to Jared King. Bogart's open in the corner for 3, but King takes it straight to the basket, misses, and Griffin Heron got it back. And now that ball is loose, and they're on the ground, and they got a foul on Griffin Heron, it looks like.
Griffin Heron stuck his leg out there a little bit.
Coach Korzaneski not pleased.
Almost lucky he didn't get an intentional foul there.
And that looks like it's Luca who's down. Not Derek, but Kyle, the sophomore. And so Derek checks back into the game, but it's Mike Hubbard who's coming out. And it looks like Kyle's going to stay in the game. Gets a nice round of applause from both the Mynderse and Waterloo crowd. 6:33 to go here. Second period. Jim Sinicropi alongside Rhett Ticconi for FingerLakes1.com. Friday night basketball doubleheader for you.
10 minutes in this game, and Darren Miller is still scoreless.
Now we got another whistle. And it's going to be Jared King picking up the foul.
I think it's tough for Mynderse is when they do go back to the man-to-man, who's guarding Saluka. You know, they're giving up quite a bit of height and experience.
Saluka been quiet as well. Johnny Lawrence to the basket, no good. Rebounded by Darren Miller. And here come the Blue Devils. King, corner 3. No. Great rebound by Kyle Saluka. He and Ethan Hunt went up, and there's no way anyone else was getting it. Now Saluka tries a 3. No, off the backboard. Rebounded by Heron.
Oh, rush shot there.
Now Heron pushes it up. And Heron drives to the basket. A little floater. Good! 9 points for Griffin Heron. Mynderse by 5. Saluka over to Ruiz. Ruiz into the corner. 3 ball on the way. No good from Hunt. Put back rebound. No good for Kyle Saluka. And now it's Mike Bogart. And they swing it to Nick Jones. Jones getting extended minutes in the second quarter. He turns it over, though.
A little force there. Tried to get it to Miller. It wasn't there.
And now Julian Ruiz with the basketball. And out of bounds. It's going to stay with Waterloo.
Not sure what Ruiz was thinking he got there. Ball was clearly knocked out of bounds. Looking for the foul.
Ruiz with 17 points, 4 assists, and 6 rebounds back on December 20th when they beat the Blue Devils in Waterloo. Also had a 12-assist game against World of Inquiry. And there was a look at your son.
The student section.
Enjoying the game with the students. I didn't get to see who he was sitting with there. Carter. And a 1 Saluka miss is a 1 Saluka rebound putback as Kyle cleans up the miss from Derek. Kyle has 4. And the lead down to 3 for Mynderse. Nick Jones with the basketball. Back to Jared King.
Oh.
He might have took steps. Instead he drives. Might have took steps again. This time Larry Swan got him.
Ball doesn't lie usually.
Got to get a replay of this putback from Kyle.
Nice rebound there by Kyle. Nobody blocked him out, and he went.
Yeah, he didn't come down with it. He just put it right back up.
Got to put a body on people.
Ruiz now. Three-pointer would tie it. Saluka lets one go. It's off the mark, though, into the corner. And a great hustle by Ethan Hunt. But it'll be Mynderse basketball. So Franzone back into the game. It's Darren Miller, Sal Franzone, Nick Jones, Griffin Herron, and Jared King. King gives it back to Herron. Back to King. King, 3-ball. From the wing! And Jared King with 9 points. And Mynderse leads by 6. 4:17 to go. Kyle Saluka rises and fires and hits.
Gotta love the confidence from the sophomore.
And now Herron for 3. Too hard. Gets his own rebound, though. No box out, and he just traveled, jumped up in the air, and came back down with it.
Good job getting to the rebound, but, go back up with that one. I'm sure Kyle took his lumps from his brother over the years in the backyard, and you can see that he doesn't lack for confidence either.
So also into the game now for Mynderse, another freshman, Troy Cabot. As Saluka with a nice move on the block against a smaller defender, finishing. Now Derek Saluka has 6.
I didn't see who was on him that time, but
there's King.
That's a tough cover, really, for anybody other than Darren Miller.
And now Miller takes it to the hole and can't finish, but a foul.
You got Saluka on that one.
What's Kwani Lewis wearing on his feet, Rhett?
Well, the shoe game tonight, Kwani looks like he's got some Kobe AD lime greens, standing next to Sal Franzone, who's got the Georgetown Air Jordan 11 lows. I got to give Sal some props. I think he's got the best kicks out of all of them tonight.
As Darren Miller finally on the board here with 3:36 to go in the first half, hits his first free throw. For over 65 years, Wilson Press has been serving Central New York as commercial printers with a full-service mail house. Get in touch with them online at wpress.com. Basketball back to Waterloo, now trailing by 4 as Miller converts on both free throws. There goes Kyle Saluka into the corner for Joel Kraft. He lets a baseline jumper go that finds nothing but the bottom of the net.
That's his second from the baseline over there. He hit that first one early in the game.
And now Troy Cabot drives, pulls up, and hits. And the lead back up to 4. 3:07 to go. And we got a timeout. Coach Pittifer, looks like a 30-second timeout. Give me a chance to tell you about Brad Van Dusen Photography, offering family, senior, and wedding portraits, as well as specializing in photos of area student athletes. Book your appointment at bradvandusenphotography.com. Check out their Facebook page tomorrow morning. They'll probably have a ton of photos up from today's boys and girls games, as he is in attendance. And Finger Lakes Partners Insurance for your life, home, auto, and future, with locations in Geneva, Victor, and Waterloo. Get a free quote online at fingerlakesinsurance.com.
Paul Russo getting some great shots with
Working
the
hard.
mobile camera.
So, and there he goes right in front of your camera. He's everywhere tonight. So what entertaining ball game so far here in the second half of our doubleheader. The Blue Devils lead by 4. Waterloo comes back with Ruiz, both Saluka brothers, Kraft and Lewis, and it's Ruiz with the basketball, giving it back to Derek, now guarded by Griffin Herron. He goes by Herron, lets a floater go, and can't hit it, but we got a foul, and that's going to be on Darren Miller. If so, that's his second.
The Saluka brothers are working the two-man game with Kyle looking to drive the kick to his brother, who then takes it right at Darren Miller.
So 2 fouls on Jake Smith, 2 fouls on Darren Miller. And Saluka misses a free throw. He has another one coming. We'll see if Coach K stays with Darren Miller. Saluka 0 for 2 from the free throw line, and Franzone pulls down the rebound, outlets to King. He throws it way up ahead to Cabot, who couldn't handle it. Great passing by Mynderse. Franzone inside, can't get it to go. Fights for the rebound. Second effort, can't get it to go. And Daquan Lewis pulls it down.
Thought he had that when he backed off of it.
Now Ruiz for three. Ooh, it rolls in and out. But right there for the putback is Derek Saluka. He now has 8 points, and it's a 2-point ball game again. And a steal. Lewis for Ruiz. Out to Saluka. Wide open for three. No. And Darren Miller almost turns it over. Mynderse getting a little loose with the basketball, but now here comes the senior Darren Miller with it, going straight to the basket. Double clutch, too hard. He'll go back to the free throw line, and that's a foul on Derek Saluka.
That is second.
You know, they're going to have to wait until see how they pull it up. I only had him for one, but I know I missed one earlier.
Miller went to the basket earlier and he got fouled. I don't remember who that one was on.
It's just one on
first.
Derek. But back to the free throw line goes Darren Miller. He had 37 points in his last outing at Mid-Lakes in Clifton Springs in a losing effort. Tonight, just 3 so far here with 2:10 to go in the second half. Make it 4? Yes.
Yeah, I think the play for Mynderse right now is to just get Darren Miller heading downhill with the ball in his hands.
Back and forth we go. Waterloo's had an answer for every Mynderse bucket. They trail by 4. Ruiz with the freshman cabin on him. And now Saluka driving baseline, gets by the switch and can't get it to go, and Darren Miller pulls it down. And now Darren Miller, bothered by Daquan Lewis, gives it up to Heron. Out to Jared King with 1:35 to go in the half. 3-ball from Darren Miller, too hard. And a rebound by Saluka. Saluka to his brother Kyle. Kyle going to the basket. Leaves it off for Kraft. Back out for Saluka. Drives the lane and scoops it up and under. Can't get it to go. Franzone knocks it out of the pack. And now it's Ruiz controlling, guarded by Cabot. Kyle Saluka tries a 3 from the wing. No. And good rebound by Jared King against Derek Saluka. He's looking to push. Here he goes to the basket. Leaves it for Cabot. Cabot drives. Pulls up. Baseline. No. Not the best shot from the freshman. With 56 seconds left to go, it's back in Saluka's hands. And Saluka drives this time. He finishes with the left hand. A lot of contact.
Yeah, Miller may have got away with one there, and then he careless with the ball and turns it over.
And a little quick with the shot there was Kyle Saluka. Miller comes down with it, and Waterloo had a great opportunity to tie the ball game. Instead, Darren Miller's going to come 90 feet here and shoot some free throws, I think. The 9th team foul on Waterloo. We get a look at Derek's mom right there with the scarf. Looking a little nervous, chomping that gum.
A little fast.
Anxious.
The pace of this game up and down, you can see all these guys are gassed. Derek and Kyle holding their shorts.
You know, Darren Miller got to be careful now in the last 41 seconds not to pick up his 3rd foul. And Darren Miller tried to get that lead back up to 4. It's gone from 4 to 2 about 6-7 times this quarter. And no, he can't hit the front end, so it will be another chance to tie for Waterloo. Kyle Saluka baseline, bounce pass out of bounds.
Good aggressiveness on his part, but the sophomore, yet again another turnover.
Red's Place is serving great lunches daily in downtown Seneca Falls, and every Wednesday night is 60-cent wing night. Had lunch there on Thursday, actually. Had some great sausage soup. And now Troy Cabot for 3. Yes! 5 points for Cabot. Mynderse with their biggest lead of the game at 5. 13 seconds left to go in the half.
That's being shot ready for a catch and shoot 3-pointer.
Stay with us for the Bill Cram Chevrolet halftime show as Saluka drives and may have traveled, no call. It's rebounded by Franzone. Full court shot by Heron. A little off the mark. Low percentage shot. And as I mentioned, stay with us for the Bill Cram Chevrolet halftime show. We're going to have Sarah Kohlberger from Mynderse and Carrie Jensen from Waterloo. What a game in Waterloo. Blue Devils lead 33-28. We'll be right back after this word from our sponsors.
Generations Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts with MyGen Perks. Visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Little John Orthodontics are proud to support our area high school athletes. Visit them online at littlejohnortho.com.
This live presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball on fingerlakes1.com is made possible thanks to the support from Marshall Exteriors. Are you looking for a contractor to give you a new roof, siding, windows, or other exterior home project? Marshall Exteriors is your one-stop source for all of your home's exterior needs. Check out their website at marshallsexteriorsny.com, but don't forget they finish basements too. While you're talking with them, ask about their new Everlast Garage. This thing is amazing. It's a Wonderful Run 5K. It's a winter run like no other through the streets of Seneca Falls, the town that inspired Frank Capra's holiday classic, It's a Wonderful Life. Learn more and register at itsawonderfulrun5k.com. Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, celebrating 22 years in the Finger Lakes with locations at 22 Main Street in Waterloo, 40 Exchange Street in Geneva, and Del Lago Resort and Casino. Dine in, take out, delivery, catering, and banquets. Order online at cicinos.com. Live, laugh, and eat well. It's the Italian way. Brad Van Dusen Photography is a full-service photographer serving the Finger Lakes region, offering family, senior, and wedding portraits, also specializing in sports photos, collages, banners, and other keepsakes for your student-athlete. For more information, find Brad on Facebook or visit bradvandusenphotography.com or visit bvdsports.com. Penny's Place Family Restaurant, located on 5 and 20 in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Well known for their large portions and home-cooked meals, a large selection of breakfast items, and everything from burgers, salads, and wraps for lunch. If you want a great meal while pinching a penny, come to Penny's Place. Jimmer's Auto offers a full inventory of late model cars, trucks, and minivans. Check out their full inventory online at jimmersauto.com. And for service, visit Stever's Garage on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Jimmer's Auto and Stever's Garage, strong supporters of local high school athletes for over 40 years. The Omen Theater in Lyons, the most modern theater in the Finger Lakes, is also the oldest theater in the U.S. See what's playing at omentheater.com. Red's Place in downtown Seneca Falls, locally owned for 42 years and serving great lunches Monday through Friday from 11:30 to 2 p.m. Wednesday night is wing night with 60-cent wings in 10 different varieties. For over 65 years, the Wilson Press and Mail House has been serving Central New York as commercial printers with a full-service mail house specializing in offset and digital printing, graphic design services, full mail house services, marketing and advertising plans, and fundraising programs. Call them today at 315-568-9693 or visit them online at wpress.com. Connie's Diner on Main Street in Waterloo has the ambiance you will only find in a true diner. Let the Cardazola family serve your next breakfast, lunch, or dinner from their vast menu of time-tested favorites and original recipes. Visit them online at connieswaterloo.com. The Newark Pilots and Geneva Red Wings of the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League. Your major league connection with 7 players drafted last season. The Downtown Deli in Seneca Falls, where a half is like a whole. Giant deli sandwiches, subs, daily lunch specials, and homemade soups, chili, and mac and cheese that will warm up even the coldest winter day. Also, try their famous paninis or star sandwiches. Check them out online at sfdowntowndeli.com.
It's Big Truckin' Deals here at Bill Cram Chevrolet. Check out this cram-tastic inventory for big truckin' deals. Whatever truck you're looking for, we've got the inventory. Trucks for towing, trucks for family, trucks for work, and trucks for fun. Whatever you're into, we've got a big truckin' deal waiting for you. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. See all our truckin' deals at BillCramChevrolet.com.
And welcome back inside Arthur L. Baker Gymnasium. Your score, Mynderse 33, Waterloo 28. In the first half of our doubleheader, it was the Waterloo girls defeating the Mynderse Lady Blue Devils 46-35. And it's the Bill Cram Chevrolet halftime report. where I am joined, how you like those reflexes? Joined by a pair of senior girls basketball players. To my right, it's Sarah Koberger from Mynderse, and to my left is Carrie Jensen from Waterloo. And this is a tradition that Kevin Korzaneski started a long time ago when he used to call games for us. Every time we come here, he'd get a senior boy and a senior girl from each school to sit in at halftime of the two games. And first of all, Carrie, congratulations on the win. What does it mean for you to get a win? You swept Mynderse this year. Got a couple of wins.
Thank you. You know, the past few years, I've been on varsity 4 years. The last 3 years, we've only beat them like one time out of all the times we play them. So it's like it's a really good feeling to, you know, come in here and beat them twice in one season. You know, it means a lot.
And Sarah, you've been part of this program for a while now,
Yeah.
and playing for Coach Anderson. What's it like playing for Coach Anderson and Coach Verke?
Oh man, I mean, they're so great. Like I don't know where I would be without them. They just take all of us under their wing and they do anything for us. They treat us like their own kids. Like they work hard with us every day. They push us to our limits. Yeah, we wouldn't be where we are without them.
Yep. They ever tell you about their 1992 season where they won the state title together?
Yeah, I've heard a little bit about that.
Probably. Maybe they bring in highlights and show you the old videotapes of
Yeah.
VHS. How
Yeah.
about you playing for Coach Bree, Carrie? Now, this is your second year back playing under him? Or was it
he
first
was
year?
JV coach last year. This is his
Okay,
first year
right.
back as varsity.
Because he was here a few years ago. I think he coached Lauren Deming's team and Lindsey Johnson. So you like playing for Coach Bree?
Yeah, he's definitely got a different style of coaching, but I really love it. And, you know, we're obviously winning and doing well this season, so
Yep.
I think it's working.
Yep, sure. So, enough about basketball. Where do you guys like to eat? Where's your favorite restaurant in Seneca Falls, Waterloo?
I like the downtown deli. I go there before every game.
Where a half is like a whole.
Yeah.
What's your favorite sandwich at the deli?
Jerry Garcia.
Yeah, that's a good one for sure. How about you, Carrie?
I think my go-to is probably Connie's.
Connie's Diner. You and Quani Lewis with the same answer on that one.
Yeah.
Guess where Sal Franzone's favorite restaurant was?
Was it Ticino's?
Yes. Yeah, no, it was Domino's. So, you guys are both seniors. It's might be starting to set in that there's not too many basketball games left, and actually not too many months before your high school career is over. You've thought any plans about college?
Yeah, I'm signing to play D3 lacrosse at Wells College.
Oh wow, that's fantastic. So you still have your lacrosse season coming up, and is that your favorite sport?
Yeah.
So heading over to Wells College along with Quentin Battle from Mynderse. You know Quentin?
Yeah.
So maybe he can show you the ropes over there, get you orientated. How about you, Sarah?
I'm planning to study physical therapy. I haven't made my decision yet, but I'm leaning towards going to Ithaca to play tennis.
Okay. And so tennis, that's a spring sport or a fall sport?
Fall sport.
Fall sport.
For girls, yeah. Boys
Right,
are in
boys
the spring.
are in the spring. I get confused about that.
Yeah.
And let's see. Who's a better shooter, you or your sister, Kelly?
Kelly.
Wow, that's pretty humble of you to say that. But a game of one-on-one, who would win that?
Me.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I think you'd out-rebound or be a little tougher. You were really tough tonight. It was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So, Gary is a senior on a team where there's a lot of great young players, like Mackenzie Barber's a sophomore, Jillian's a junior. You're playing freshmen like, I'm drawing a blank now, Jasmine Lewis.
Eighth grader.
And she's an eighth grader. And Tabitha Winter, freshman. Do you feel like you have to take on a leadership role going forward here?
Yeah, kind of, because they're very used to like the go game of JV because they're so young.
Yeah.
So coming up here, it's a different game. You really have to slow down and think about what you're doing.
So real quick, 5-point Mynderse lead. Who's going to win this one?
A tough call, but I think our boys will pull it out.
Okay, well, fair enough. Sarah, what do you think? Can Mynderse hold on?
Yeah, I think they can.
What do they got to do? I would get it to Darren Miller.
Yeah,
like
he's got it.
every single time.
He usually steps up. I have faith in him.
All right, ladies. Well, appreciate you taking the time. Carrie, congratulations on the win
Thank
today.
you.
Sarah, it's really
Thank
nice
you.
having you in.
Thank
and we'll get Rhett Ticconi back in here shortly as our second half's about ready to begin. As we get a look at Darcy Heron and Tabby Rook in the crowd. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Good job. Thanks, Sarah.
The second half's underway. Jared King from the corner.
Okay, second half action underway now, and mine in Seneca Falls as Sluka tries a baseline jumper. That's no good. It's out to Julian Ruiz. He tries a 3-ball, no good. And Kyle Saluka with a long rebound. And now another miss, this time by Joel Kraft, and it's Jake Smith grabbing the rebound.
That's textbook boxing out.
And apparently we're having an issue with our main camera. There it is. As now Saluka hands off to Jake Smith. Smith finds Franzone. Lofts it into Miller. Miller misses the chippy after corralling that high pass. That's how they like to get it to Miller. Like to throw it up where only he can get it.
He walked away from that one. I think he thought he had it down.
And now Julian Ruiz, step back 3. Good! 1-point ball game.
And Waterloo giving a little 3/4 court press here.
As Herring gets by Lewis, pulls up, right-handed floater, no good. Rebounded by Lewis.
Another good aggressive play by Herring, though. I like seeing him going downhill.
And now a bounce pass. Franzone can't handle it. And Kraft on the ground. Got to get on the ground for that. And now Sluka, reverse layup. Good! All tied up in Seneca Falls as Waterloo's come out firing. Derek Sluka now with 12 points to lead all scorers. First half scoring, it was Griffin Herring and Jared King with 9 apiece. Here goes Jake Smith with a right-handed kiss. Smith has 5, Mynderse back on top.
Smith didn't see much time in the second quarter, but he's been taking it to him nonetheless.
And Ruiz pulls it out. Gives it to Sluka. Coach Pittifer loves that matchup against Jake Smith, but Smith forces a tough shot by Sluka. It's rebounded by Herring. He looks to run. He leans into Sluka, loses the basketball, and now it's Daquan Lewis up ahead to Kyle Sluka. Kyle gets it to Ruiz, a little floater. Goes down, and we're tied back up. Julian Ruiz has 10 points.
Great look by Kyle Saluka there to get it to Ruiz. Short baseline floater.
Now Darren Miller skips it to Jared King for 3. Short, off the hands of Franzone and into the hands of Julian Ruiz. He's coming right at Darren Miller. Euro step, blocked out of bounds by Darren Miller.
Ruiz is laughing. He knows he had no chance to get that one up there off of Miller. He said, I tried it.
But I think a good decision with Darren Miller having those 2 fouls to go right at him.
Got to do it.
And now it's Derek Sluka against Jake Smith. And we got a foul on the ground.
That'll be 3 on Smith.
Yep, they're going to tag Jake Smith. Here's a look at, this is a play earlier where Derek Sluka just with a strong finish.
Nice up and under by him.
So 3 fouls on Jake Smith. He's staying in, guarding the inbounder. He's been on Derek Sluka all night, giving up 5 or 6 inches in 2 years of experience. And now Ruiz for another 3. Can't get it to go, and Franzone pulls down the rebound, gets it up to Darren Miller, and now it's Jake Smith.
Ruiz a little off balance on that one, falling backwards. Came up short with it.
All tied up in Seneca Falls. Darren Miller taking it to the basket, guarded by Sluka, hangs, fouled. Second foul on Derek Sluka.
That's what Mynderse needs to get more of it.
Get a look at the blue crew.
Miller seems a little. Look at those guys.
See Rowan Markle and see Brody Herring,
Conley Markle.
And the free throw attempt from Darren Miller comes up short. The game remains tied.
I was saying Miller seems almost a little tentative even when he gets the ball right there. He's missed a couple easy ones. He's gotten fouled a couple times where you've seen him in the past over the course of the season get the and one there.
4 first half points, 4 points on the night, make it 5, all on free throws. Darren Miller still without a field goal in this ball game with 4:24 to go in the third. Somehow the Blue Devils lead by 1. And now it's Kyle Saluka picking up his dribble, getting it to the junior Joel Kraft, who finds Derek Saluka, who goes through traffic, and that might be either 3 on Miller or 4 on Smith. Let's see who he goes with.
Looks like they gave it to Franzone.
Yeah, looks like they gave it to Sal Franzone, so luckily for Mynderse, that's just 1 foul on Franzone.
Scoreboard has it to 22, who doesn't exist, but that was on Franzone.
Nate Seeley is number 22, but he's not in the
not on the court
in the game. I don't know who's keeping the scoreboard. Is it Elbert Eller over there, or he does the girls? So all tied up. Waterloo looking for their first lead of the game, and they don't get it. 36-36. Darren Miller with the basketball.
Franzone's calling for it.
Instead it goes to the corner to Jake Smith. Now it goes to Franzone. Working against a double team. Up and over them all. The big Ragu.
Franzone,
taking it to the 10.
He wanted it, and he made him pay for it there.
4 points for Franzone. Mynderse leads by 2. Derek Saluka into some traffic. Tough shot.
Nice move
for the senior. Give him 15 points on the night. We're all tied up again. Franzone was posted up against Kraft again. He wanted it. Now Jared King drives to the basket, and he loses it, but ends up giving it to Darren Miller. And finally, Darren Miller with a field goal, and it's Mynderse by 2, 40-38. Kyle Saluka tried to get it down to Kraft. Kraft saved it to Lewis. Lewis out top to Derek Saluka for 3. Back iron, no good. And flying in for the rebound is Kwani Lewis. And Ruiz is losing it. And there it comes. It's Jake Smith ahead of the pack. Lays it up, but blocked by Derek Saluka.
He got Saluka with the foul, though. Little body after the block.
Jake Smith still down. Here's a replay. Waterloo fans don't like the call, but definitely got him with the body there.
Got him with the body there. Saluka doesn't like the call, that's for sure.
3 fouls on Derek Saluka.
Well, he tried to get a foul call down at the other end with a little bit of a flop on a three-pointer. He fell down about 4 seconds after the shot hit the rim.
A round of applause for Jake Smith, who's now on his feet. See if he can shoot these free throws. Looks like he's okay.
High school basketball at its best tonight, Jim.
Great atmosphere, great ball game. Pair of crosstown rivals as Troy Cabot wants to check in.
He's coming in for Smith. Smith's not going to be able to shoot these foul shots.
It's got to be someone who's on the court, correct? So it's we're going to have Darren Miller shoot him. Miller so far is 5 for 7 on the night from the line. Glad you could be with us for this one here on a frigid Arctic Friday night in the Finger Lakes. I'm Jim Sinicropi alongside Rhett Ticconi for FingerLakes1.com Sports. Tonight's broadcast being produced by Jason Hunt and Jeremy Hunt on the main camera, high up atop the bleachers here at Arthur L. Baker, and Paulie Rooster Russo with the cam number 2 responsibilities tonight, and he's going mobile. He's all over the place.
Miller with a uncommon air ball on that free throw.
And now Coach Korzaneski's out on the court talking with referee Larry Swan. I'm not sure what the discussion is about. Oh, now
they're putting out, so he has to shoot. Cabot comes on for Smith. He's got to be the one to shoot the foul shots.
I don't know if it was that or if Coach Korzeniewski wanted Cabot now that he's in to be able to shoot. I don't know if Coach K wanted Miller or Cabot to shoot, or if it was the referee saying that it would be Cabot shooting.
But on a 2-shot foul, you can't switch in the middle of 2 shots.
They're about to do that, though. So Cabot
1 shot. Wow.
steps in to shoot the second free throw off of Jake Smith's shooting foul, in which Darren Miller missed the front end. Cabot. No, so they come up empty, but Franzone rips it down and shuffles it to Miller, and it's out of bounds. It'll stay with Mynderse. Fresh shot clock. They lead by 2. 2:50 to go here in the third quarter. Give me a chance to tell you about Marshall Exteriors, your one-stop source for all your home's exterior needs. Check out their website at marshallexteriorsny.com. And Griffin Herron looks to inbounds, gets it to Franzone. Franzone squares up. Working against Hubbard. No good. Air ball into the hands of Ruiz. Waterloo with a chance to tie. Ruiz straight to the basket over King. Can't get it to go. King comes down with a rebound. And now he's being hounded by Kwani Lewis, and they got the foul on Lewis.
Yeah, he's riding him a little bit there. Good pressure, but you kind of keep him off of him.
Third team foul of the quarter against Waterloo. Mynderse will inbound 90 feet from their basket.
Waterloo going to put the full court pressure on. Like they're picking up man.
So it's Franzone up top to Miller. Goes up to get it. And Miller will take it across the timeline, guarded by Derek Saluko. Left hand, pull up, elbow, short, well short.
And Miller just been a little tentative tonight.
Oh, and Johnny Lawrence up ahead of the defense. Drives up, shoots over Cabot, and hits. And we're all tied up at 40 apiece. 2:13 to go, third period. And Griffin Herron has his pocket stripped by Lawrence. Lawrence lays it up. And in. Waterloo leads.
Lucky there that he didn't use the backboard and he made that shot. That just bounced out. Back to the full court press for Waterloo.
Herron hands it off to Miller. And now this time Lawrence fouls.
Yep.
Herron.
He's in Herron's pocket, but a little too much.
So for Mynderse, it's Griffin Herron, Jared King, Sal Franzone, the freshman Troy Cabot, and Darren Miller. Inbounded to Cabot. For Waterloo, it's Lewis, Lawrence, Hubbard, Sluka, and Ruiz, who steals it again. And he's fouled from behind by Herron. I don't know Ruiz what he's looking at.
Yeah, shooting foul.
Yeah.
Go to the foul line, shoot your foul shot.
It's a good hard foul.
Yep.
Preventing him from scoring.
Mynderse got to be careful now. They're getting a little careless with the basketball.
And now Larry Swan talking to Ruiz.
They've got to make sure they stay in this game and don't let a little run here by Waterloo affect them.
2 fouls on Herron, and Ruiz knocks down the first free throw. He now has 11 points. As we get Mike Bogart, and it's good to see Jake Smith checking back in too, as Cabot and Franzone take a seat. Didn't see a lot of Bogart in that first half. And so Waterloo with their biggest lead of the night now at 3. Try to make it 4 with this free throw from Julian Ruiz. And he does. Nice soft touch from the junior point guard. And now Herron goes right by Johnny Lawrence, but he's blocked by Hubbard and a foul. And now Griffin Herron will head to the free throw line with 1:30 left to go.
Herron got by his man, went straight to the basket.
And first free throw from Herron's down.
No dribbles by Herron on the foul shots.
Nick Jones checking in for Jared King. 3-point Waterloo lead. 1:30 to go, third period. And here comes Nick Champion. He's coming in for Kwani Lewis. So we'll see if Heron can cut that lead from 3-2 with the second free throw, and he does. So 1:26 to go in the third period, and what's been a great ball game here in Seneca Falls. Johnny Lawrence leaves it for Ruiz. He eyes it way off the mark, pulled it down by Jones into the hands of Heron. Now it's Smith.
Mynderse goes back to that 1-3-1, trying to push the shooters out farther.
Bogart foul line out to Smith. Smith trying to get it to Miller. He does get it to Miller, but a foul on Ethan Hunt, who is bodying up Darren Miller. That's a 6th team foul of the quarter. And Darren Miller will inbound underneath his own basket.
6 for Waterloo already, and only 3 for Mynderse.
Bogart had a chance at a corner three, instead was patient. Now he gets it into Miller. Miller bumped and blocked by Hunt.
A lot of contact there.
50 seconds to go in the third period. Ruiz bounce pass to Lawrence. Lawrence lets a 3-ball go. No good. Rebounded by Bogart. And now there is about a 6-second differential between the shot and game clock as Jake Smith has the ball, gives it to Darren Miller, guarded by Ethan Hunt, the top of the key. Miller goes between his legs but then loses it. Now up ahead is Johnny Lawrence. Right-handed layup's good. Waterloo leads by 4. 18 seconds left in the period. Here comes Griffin Heron. And an offensive foul. They're saying that Heron pushed off on Lawrence. And the Blue Devils look a little flustered.
Yeah, absolutely. Like the last 4 minutes of this game, they've definitely gotten a little bit flustered and aren't playing the game they were for the first 2.5 quarters.
Franzone giving Darren Miller a rest for these final 13.5 seconds. So it's Franzone, Bogart, Heron, Smith, and Jones for Mynderse. Ruiz has the basketball, 9 seconds to go. He drives, gets it out to the corner for Hubbard. Hubbard, a little floater, is short, rebounded by Heron with 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and he loses it. And that shot will come after the buzzer. So after 3 periods of play in Seneca Falls, a big third quarter from the Indians. They're up 4. Stay with us for the final period here on FingerLakes1.com.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rob Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Thruway Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. Browse their full Cram-tastic new and used vehicle inventory online at BillCramChevrolet.com.
And welcome back with the fourth period just about to be underway. Waterloo with a big third period, opening up a 4-point lead against the Blue Devils. They had trailed 33-28 at the halftime break. Now they lead 46-42. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Jake Smith and Ruiz are going at it over here, and the ball wasn't even being inbounded over here. They walked all the way across the court like that. They're definitely going at each other.
So Miller now guarding Sluka. And Miller comes up with the ball. Look, and Sluka wants the foul, but
Franzone with the steal.
And now behind the back goes Jared King. It's King, Heron, Smith, Franzone, and Miller. And King a little bit out of control.
Head down, too much dribbling. Gotta take care of the basketball.
For Waterloo, it's Ethan Hunt, Julian Ruiz, Derek Sluka, John Lawrence, and Daquan Lewis. And there's Lawrence with the ball, guarded by Heron. And he throws it up, and it's out of bounds. He wanted the foul.
Yeah, did his best James Harden impersonation with that bunch of dribbles to
I don't
nowhere.
know. Honestly, I don't know what he or King are doing there. Let's run the offense,
Yeah,
right?
seriously, a little one-on-one game going.
And so now Ethan Hunt will inbound, gets it to Lawrence in the corner. He goes by Heron and up and under Franzone, leaving it off for Hunt, and there's a foul.
Nice move by Lawrence there, though, to pump fake and get to the basket and dish it off to his teammate.
So Ethan Hunt will head to the free throw line for the first time tonight. He's scoreless here as we are just 34 seconds into the fourth period.
You know, Waterloo lives right on that edge of reckless abandon and aggressiveness. But it seems to be working for him this year most of the time.
That foul on Jared King, that's just his second. King will try to give Waterloo its biggest lead of the night at 5 if he can make this second free throw, and he does. Mynderse could use a bucket. Heron working against John Lawrence. He's into the paint. He got a foul called either on Lewis or Lawrence. Let's see who they give it to.
Go to the line here now early in the fourth.
17th foul on Waterloo. Let's see what they got. Lewis with the foul, right?
Yep. Feel like it's been a while since Mynderse last saw a basket.
Fourth foul on Lawrence. Or no, excuse me, third foul on John Lawrence. And Griffin Heron back to the free throw line where he is 4 of 6 tonight. He's got 11 points, front end, good, big shot. And Joel Kraft checks back into the game for senior Ethan Hunt. Logged some great minutes for
Yes,
Coach
he did.
Biddeford. And Heron gets the second free throw to go down. He's now 6 of 8 from the line. The Blue Devils pull to within 3 with 7:15 to go here, fourth period in Seneca Falls. And Derek Saluka shoots over Darren Miller, and it's an air ball, but Franzone lets it bounce off his hand. Hand into his foot, out of bounds, stays with Waterloo.
Saluka's looking for the foul on the three-point shot.
These guys got to stop asking for fouls and
Yeah.
just play basketball. It was not a foul. It's Luka now into the lane, off the glass, and that's going to be the fourth foul on Jake Smith, I believe.
That's where, you know, Saluka shoots the three ball well, but that's where he's at his best is, you know, getting to the lane.
Right.
And using his strength and athleticism to get up over the defense.
And that's the thing. If I'm going to, my Coach Korzeniewski's going to put a smaller guard like sophomore Jake Smith on me, and I'm going to take him to the paint. And so Smith checks out with those 4 fouls. Troy Cabot checks in. As Saluka makes the first free throw. He now has 16 points.
It's really a catch-22 for Miller and Saluka. You know, to match them up against each other, you know, they're going to get each other in foul trouble. So you don't necessarily put one on the other. He makes the second shot there.
Lead back to 5.
But for Coach Korzeniewski, it's definitely makes a matchup problem size-wise. He has nobody else anywhere near his size to cover him.
Heron to King. King leads for Franzone. Really no reason for it. Now here comes Johnny Lawrence. Really maybe he didn't see Troy Cabot. Now here comes Heron the other way, and he loses it. Oh, boy.
What a
horrible sequence.
A little sloppy play there. That might get those couple possessions back for both teams.
6:27 to go in the fourth period. Waterloo by 5 with the basketball. And Ruiz finds his way to the rim and finishes. Seven-point lead for the Indians. And Coach K's got a timeout. And Waterloo's yucking it up a little bit here, up 7. They trail most of the ball game. Big third quarter gave them a lead. Now they've extended that lead. And, you know, if you're a coach, Korzaneski right now, what are you telling your team?
Well, one, you got to tell them to just they got to take care of the basketball. They're not able to get shots off because they're getting themselves into bad situations, driving the lane and just handing the ball over to Waterloo. So first and foremost, take care of the ball so they can get some shots. Darren Miller hasn't been able to get the ball at all. But Waterloo's defense has been swarming him. Without him getting the ball up top, it's been very difficult for him to find any space tonight.
Got a couple scores from out of town to share with you. Lions defeats North Rose Wolcott, no surprise there, 86-48. And the Wayne girls get a 16-point win over the Newark girls, 50-34. And so that's the Troy Cabot's going to inbound in front of his own basket.
I'm trying to think of the last Mynderse basket other than foul shots here.
That would be Darren Miller's only field goal early in the midway through the third period.
I think it was 40-38 at that point, Mynderse.
Franzone also had a field goal in the second quarter, as did Jake Smith on a right-handed layup on a fast break. I can't remember which one of those came last. But there's Miller with it. Now he bounces to Franzone. Franzone creates space, can't finish, but he's fouled.
Give Franzone credit. He's been aggressive down on the block, but you almost like see the roles reverse, him passing it into Miller if you're Mynderse.
No, Franzone to the free throw line. He's got 4 points on the night. Big free throw. Gets that lead down to 6, back to a 2-possession game here with 6:02 to go. Second shot, Franzone, no good. Long rebound corralled by Joel Kraft. Gets it back to Julian Ruiz. And Waterloo's been pretty much going with this 5 here, other than Hunt and Kraft.
Yeah.
For much of the second half.
Haven't seen much of Kyle Saluka tonight in the second half.
Shot short from Kwani Lewis, and it's going to be Mynderse ball. You know, I think it's got to be all Darren Miller all the time at this point.
No question.
Senior, leader, rival in your gym.
Give Waterloo credit, though. Their defense has been tremendous this second half. Man.
Yeah, they got Heron feeling uncomfortable, and they do finally steal it from him, but then he travels.
But one thing they've done, they haven't let Mynderse get in any form of offensive sets in the second half. They've been full court, or basically half court man-to-man, moving it up full court on occasion, but it's really given Mynderse problems.
It's inbounded to King. King taking it to the basket, gets it out to the corner to Cabot. And now Jared King's going to shoot free throws. And now for the first time in a long time, Kyle Sluk is set to check into the game.
Yeah, I don't have him for any baskets second half.
As Kwani Lewis has a seat.
That's his 4th.
Oh, so they didn't call a foul. Oh, no, he just picked up his 4. Okay, King misses the front end and rebounded by Saluka. Big miss. Up ahead, Lawrence takes it to Heron. Can't get to go, but Kyle Saluka with a rebound. Out top to Ruiz, over to Derek Saluka. 3-ball on the way. Well short, and that's out of bounds to Mynderse.
Kyle Saluka was about 4 feet out of bounds on the ground. Tried to save it. Good try.
Franzone inbounds to King. King. Oh, Cree Felder thought he was on the line. Now here it comes. Oh boy, a turnover. Up ahead to Johnny Lawrence. And Lawrence might have just forced Darren Miller to pick up another foul.
Would that be 3 on Miller or 4?
I think it would just be 3. He's going to shoot free throws, though. Again, Waterloo up 6, 4:54 to go. Mynderse struggling, taking care of the basketball. And Lawrence hits the first free throw. That's 4 fouls on Darren Miller. He's going to stay in the game at this point, I think, as Jake Smith checks in for Jarrett King.
Turnovers have definitely been the difference at the last 8 minutes of this game. Waterloo took their defense up to another level, and Mynderse hasn't adjusted well to that.
10 points for John Lawrence. 11 points make it. And it's the biggest lead of the night at 8 for Waterloo. 4:52 to go. Let's see if Mynderse has a run in him. Heron into the paint, into the corner to Cabot. Cabot lets his shot go, rims in and out, and it's rebounded by Waterloo. Here comes Derek Sluka. Sluka picks up his dribble. And now it's Kraft with a baseline jumper, no good. And a rebound by Kyle Sluka over Jake Smith. He can't get it to go. And Derek, they're going to count the basket. They're going to say Darren Miller goaltending.
Yep.
Wow, so it's a 10-point lead, just like that.
Mistimed that one a little bit. He was
so
up
is that
there.
Kyle Sluka? They're giving that basket
Yep.
to Kyle. So 10-point lead, Waterloo. Mynderse just 3 points this quarter, all on free throws, and we got a timeout. Blue Devils.
They gotta find a way to get the ball to Darren down low. They haven't been able to get a shot off in probably 6 minutes.
The most modern theater in the Finger Lakes is also the oldest in America. See what's playing at the Omen Theater online at omentheater.com. And Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant is celebrating 22 years in the Finger Lakes with locations in Waterloo, Geneva, and Del Lago Resort. Order online at Cicinos.com. And make sure you pre-order before Sunday. Get 10% off your entire order if you do that. And there's a look at the two Mynderse girls coaches, head coach Jerry Anderson, assistant coach Matt Verkey. Also had pretty good playing careers back in the early 90s.
They did okay, right? Their names are up there a couple times.
So Blue Devils trail by 10, still 4:22 to go. They have the basketball.
This is, I think, essentially we're on a 17-5 run here for Waterloo.
Well, it was 28-33, 33-28. Mynderse led at the half, and now Waterloo has 55. So there's 22 points to Mynderse, or actually 27 points this half for Waterloo. And now Darren Miller is bumped, and that might be Derek Sluka's fourth foul as well.
Yep. He's he doesn't like it. Looking for the offensive call. He's looking for a call every time.
So Derek Sluka and Darren Miller both with 4 fouls now. They've been guarding each other for most of the second half. Let's get a look at the Blue Crew and see Will Korzaneski up there, son of head coach Kevin Korzaneski. Darren Miller knocks down yet another free throw. He is now 6 of 8 from the line. That lead back down to 9. Second free throw. Well short. Franzone comes up with it. One dribble up and over. Some Waterloo defenders misses. Darren Miller can't put it back, and he wants the foul, but you got to put that one home.
You're that close, that tall. You got to be able to make
Sluka
that.
for Kraft. No. Kraft blows a chippy. He wants a call. How about making the basket and quit complaining?
Everybody wants to call. Nobody wants to make a play.
Darren Miller sets up. Big possession for Mynderse. We're now under 4 minutes. 3:41 to go in the ball game. They trail by 9. On the post, Miller up and in.
Offensive foul.
And he just fouled out. He heads to the bench. Offensive foul. And actually, hold on.
That is fourth.
They just had 4 for him on the board. I don't know what's going on here.
No.
We got a timeout. Waterloo. They'll sort it out.
Yeah.
30-second timeout.
That's his fourth. So Luca did a good job of baiting him into that one, though. Basically pulled the rug out.
I can tell by the look on Coach K's face that is 5.
Yeah. Is it?
They won't post it.
They had 4 up there just a second ago, and they took it down.
Well, they had 4 for him last time he committed a foul, too. So I only had him for 3 the last foul he committed. But when I saw that the scoreboard operator posted 4, I assumed that I missed one. But shouldn't doubt myself, Rhett.
Right, I agree.
Keep pretty good stats over here.
You do.
And now Miller's coming back out, so yeah. Is it that hard to post the correct numbers? So 55-46, 3:30 to go in the ballgame. Waterloo basketball. They'll take their time now. John Lawrence guarded by a freshman, Troy Cabot. And he goes over Cabot and gets the kiss. Big second half from John Lawrence. He has 13. Biggest lead of the game at 11. Now Cabot, baseline. Oh, misses the chippy.
A lot of missed opportunities tonight for Mynderse from very close range.
Especially in this fourth quarter. 3 minutes to go. It's looking like it's going to be another Waterloo celebration, this time at the court in Arthur L. Baker, as Lawrence can't get this one to go, but Saluka battles for it up over Miller. And now Kyle Saluka loses it, but John Lawrence runs it down.
Another 2 offensive rebounds for Waterloo, too. They've definitely taken advantage.
Ruiz straight to the basket.
Their athleticism is shown in the second half. They've gotten all the second chance opportunities, all the rebounds.
So now Ruiz will head back to the free throw line. It's 2 for 2 tonight. 11-point lead. He knocks it down.
Ruiz definitely got to be, we're getting close to that time, Jim. Ruiz has got to be definitely considered the player of the game here.
And Saluka's got a lot of 17 points. Ruiz playing a great ball game. John Lawrence playing a great ball game as well.
Yep.
And now Ruiz again buries it. 4 for 4 from the free throw line. 13-point Waterloo lead. Mynderse got to go. Jake Smith to the corner for Heron. Heron drives, stops, leaves it for Franzone. Franzone. Heron wants it. He's open for 3. There it goes. Needs it. Can't get it. Rebounded by Ethan Hunt. And with 2:19 to go, not looking good for the Blue Devils. Waterloo, much like their girls varsity counterpart, looking for the season sweep. Other rivals.
We're going to work the clock all the way down on this possession. Or not.
Nope. Oh, shooting. Man. Go get the basketball. Get it. Man, wow. Kyle Saluka out-muscles 3 Blue Devils for the basketball, but then he traveled.
Yeah, I'd like to know the second chance opportunities for Waterloo in the second half here.
Now Jake Smith. Across the timeline. Into the paint. Scoop shot, good. Nifty move by Jake Smith. He has 7.
Nice drive to the basket there. Unfortunately, a little too late. They needed to get going downhill again.
11-point lead. No full court pressure from Mynderse. They pick up at half court. 20 to shoot. 1:28 to go in the game. Lawrence loses it for a second. Now he hands it off to Hunt. Hunt up top to Ruiz. Ruiz into the lane, leaves it for Saluka. And nope, yep. They call it travel, but I thought the ball touched. Honestly, I thought it touched Ruiz when he was standing out of bounds.
I don't know how that was a travel. But.
So now Cabot checking in for Franzone. They might be doing a little offensive defensive at this point with 1:15 to go. Mynderse not out of it yet, trailing by 11. They need quick points. And they're letting Miller bring it up. And he's going straight to the basket. And there you go.
Yeah. That's only his second field goal of the game.
It's hard to believe. He does have, 10 points. 10, yeah. But, just a second field goal. But that's just what Mynderse needed. The lead's back down to 9. We'll see if they come back with full court pressure. And there is
some people you know, maybe.
My daughter, Jacqueline Sinicropi, and Gianna Molini, a couple of members of that 7th grade modified team, that undefeated 7th grade girls modified team.
I heard they were tearing up the league.
Yeah. Tried to get some sponsors together to live stream every home game for the modified girls, but it didn't happen. The interest wasn't there.
I'm with you if you get the interest.
Get a look inside the huddle.
Well, where do you think these two teams go from here if the result ends up like it is right now? And Mynderse has quite a tough schedule to finish out.
Well, if you're looking at the sectional standings for Mynderse, you're going to see that there just is not a ton of great competition in Class B2 as we look at them right there. They're still the 4 seed at a 7-8 record. And look at all those teams with negative points. Wellsville would be a very tough game for any team in this division. But if you're Mynderse, you can get there. That's one basketball game. They still need to get better as they get closer and closer to sectionals. And maybe we'll get a chance to look at Waterloo's bracket, which includes a lot of Finger Lakes East teams as well. 1:02 to go. Waterloo beats the pressure. Heron almost gets it, but instead it's Darren Miller with his hand on it, but it's off his foot and out of bounds. Stay with Waterloo with 25 seconds. Here's the B1 standings. Waterloo at 5th. Again, Geneva, Newark up there. Waterloo can play with those guys. They beat Newark.
Hornell slid a little bit since they had a hot start. So, I mean,
Odyssey will be tough to beat in that division. They already beat Waterloo badly in the one time they met this year, and now it's killing some time. Mynderse not willing to foul. Now, don't foul now with 10 seconds on a shot. Saluka! Cool hand Saluk for 3. The dagger. And he wanted a foul there, too. Did you see that? Unbelievable. Now, that's a foul.
That's a foul.
And it's not a very good foul. Stopping the clock. 3 free throws coming for Mynderse, although it probably will be a little bit too late.
It has been a physical game tonight, I will say that. But these guys are looking for a lot of fouls that just aren't there.
Hey, it's unbelievable. Part of it, I think, is probably watching, NBA basketball, even some of the college players. I don't know. I wouldn't mind instituting a ref where you don't talk to the ref at all. Your coach talks. That's all they do in soccer. Your captain can talk to the ref.
Yep.
But anybody else is going to be a card.
They lose focus, all of them, and not just this game, just in general. You get caught up with the referees and the calls.
King's second free throw is good, so he's got a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. As Nick Jones checks in for Sal Franzone.
Coach Pittifer's going to his bench a little bit here.
He's bringing in Nicholas Blaisdell, the next whistle. Senior center. There he goes. And a nice round of applause for Kyle Saluka.
Kyle Saluka's got a bright future with Waterloo.
This is a great core. They lose a little bit to graduation, but there are a lot of these guys coming back as King makes all 3 free throws. And we got 25 seconds left to go. Here comes Derek Saluka across the timeline. He throws it away. Nick Jones has it. 19 seconds left. Jake Smith tries one. Hits one. That's good for 3. So it's a 2-possession game now with 14.2 to go, 62-56. A little bit too little. A little bit too late for the Blue Devils, but stranger things have happened.
No doubt. I mean, I think Waterloo went to sleep a little bit there, looking for that easy layup. They just need to take care of the ball, because ultimately, Mynderse would have had to foul them.
More so than throwing that long pass up is, killing some time. And remember, they fouled the three-point shooter.
Exactly.
Which has allowed Mynderse to cut off 6 points off this lead in about the last 18 seconds.
Probably Coach Pittifer not too happy with his squad right now. It's not the way you want to close out a 12-point lead.
Well, and the visiting Waterloo Indian student section is making themselves heard here. Tasting a potential sweep of Mynderse on the boys and girls side.
Would be the first one in this gym in, 12 years? As you mentioned earlier.
2007, yeah. And it would be a 2-game winning streak for Waterloo over Mynderse, coming off a 22-game losing streak, which came off a 7-game win streak.
The rivalry is back and as good as ever.
Ball is inbounded and up. What's the call? Geez, that was a quick one. I thought they might have got a foot on the line or something, but
looked like King had all ball there.
So it'll be Kyle Saluka, the sophomore, heading to the free throw line.
Coach Pittifer put Saluka back in pretty quickly.
So Saluka makes one of these free throws. He's in the double bonus, so he's getting 2. If he makes one of these, that's pretty much a ball game.
3-possession game.
And he does. So Ticconi's player of the game. I got no problem with Julian Ruiz. I think, like I say, Derek Saluka had a fantastic game, but I think really you look at what Ruiz did in that third quarter coming out the gate,
absolutely
turning the tide of this ball game.
Yeah, Derek Saluka did what Derek Saluka does. He had another solid performance, and that's what you expect out of him. Julian Ruiz, he really pushed the tempo and was really aggressive on defense in that third quarter and got the momentum going.
Toby Laux checks in for Waterloo as the second free throw goes down. Kyle Saluka down with 10 points on the game, and it is a 8-point game with 13 seconds left to go. As Heron, the junior, throws it length of the court, picked off by Kwani Lewis, and a foul.
That's a tough pass to get over Kwani Lewis's hands.
I don't blame him for trying. It's really the only chance that they had, but
Lewis, one of the better receivers in Wayne Finger Lakes.
That time he made like prime time Deion Sanders. You see that 30 for 30 last night on ESPN? It was phenomenal.
You were talking it up. I fell asleep. I haven't seen it yet, but I will definitely check that out.
Playing 2 professional sports in one day.
Crazy. I remember when
playing
we did that.
Playing in the NLCS and then going to play for the Atlanta Falcons and then back to the NLCS. Helicopters, planes.
It wasn't like it was a regular season game. You're talking the NLCS.
Yeah. So that was Lewis's first. Did he make that first free throw?
Yeah.
That was his first point of the game, if you can believe that. He's been pretty active. So this is the second. 7 seconds left, 6 seconds left. And Miller tries a 3. Can't get it to go, but Heron with the putback. But it won't be enough. So for the first time since 2007, the Waterloo Indians pick up a win at Arthur L. Baker Gymnasium. Your final score, Waterloo 65. Mynderse 58. Stay with us for our Little John Orthodontics postgame show. We'll be right back after these words for our sponsors. Stay with us.
This live presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball on FingerLakes1.com is brought to you thanks to the support of Generations Bank, Bill Cram Chevrolet, Little John Orthodontics, Marshall Exteriors, It's a Wonderful Run 5K, Ticconi's Pizzeria and Restaurant, Finger Lakes Partners Insurance, Brad Van Dusen Photography, Penny's Place Family Restaurant, Stever's Garage, The Omen Theater, Red's Place, Wilson Press, Connie's Diner, the Newark Pilots and Geneva Red Wings, the Downtown Deli, and FingerLakes1.com digital marketing.
It's Big Truckin' Deals here at Bill Cram Chevrolet. Check out this cram-tastic inventory for big truckin' deals. Whatever truck you're looking for, we've got the inventory. Trucks for towing, trucks for family, trucks for work, and trucks for fun. Whatever you're into, we've got a big truckin' deal waiting for you. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. See all our trucking deals at BillCramChevrolet.com.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new MyGen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 tri-bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes.
And welcome back inside Arthur L. Baker Gymnasium. Once again, your final score: Waterloo 65, Mynderse 58. And for the first time since 2007, the Waterloo Indians come into Seneca Falls, defeat Mynderse. Also for the first time since 2007, the Waterloo Indians sweep the season series against their crosstown rival, the Mynderse Blue Devils. And with us in the broadcast booth, our Cicino's Pizzeria player of the game for the Littlejohn Orthodontics Smiles with Style postgame show is Julian Ruiz. And Julian, Derek Sluka led you guys tonight with 17, as he does a lot of nights with scoring. But the reason you're here is that third quarter, coming out of the locker room, you had 7 points in that period, seemed to turn the tide. What did Coach Pittifer say to you guys in the locker room?
He just told us we had to push the tempo, we had to come out on defense strong, and that's what we did.
Yeah, you really turned up the tempo, or turned up the energy in that second half. You guys both, it's rivalry game, so you guys are jawing at each other a little bit, but it seemed like you guys really took them out of their game. They were rolling along pretty good. You guys were more playing to their style, and then in the second half, totally turned it around.
Yeah, main focus in the second half was shutting down Darren, not allowing him to score. I think Derek did a great job of that throughout the second half. He played great defense, and that really helped us because once we took him out of the game, it was just a complete different ball game.
Absolutely.
And Darren Miller held to 2 field goals on the night, 10 points on the ball game. So, trying to figure out what it is with you guys. Sometimes you guys are looking great, then there'll be a blip in the radar. You had a great win at Newark. That's the win that kind of got people thinking. They're coming back into your gym in a couple weeks. A couple bad losses, the one to Wayne, and Grease Odyssey, who's in B1 with you guys. What's going on with the team? How you feeling as we're heading into the final weeks of the regular season?
I think as long as we can finish the season strong, I think we'll be fine. I mean, whatever Odyssey, I think it was. Yeah. They got the best of us. We played a bad game. Geneva, we played a rough game. Wayne, we didn't play too well. They came out on fire. But I think as long as we can close the season strong, we'll be good in sectionals.
Sure, and it's going to be an interesting bracket. They with Geneva and Newark and I heard that Mid Lakes lost to Pelmac tonight. I don't know if that's something I heard. So, again, what's it mean to you being part of this program now for several years now, to play on varsity, come up here in your junior season, and it was great scene in Waterloo when you guys beat Mynderse in Waterloo. Had the band, had the full house. Then you come in here and you get the win to do something that hasn't happened in your school in quite some time. Talk a little bit about the rivalry with Mynderse and what it means to get these wins this season.
Yeah, it's always been a rivalry, but a rivalry is not too good if you can't get any wins. We were finally able to knock them off twice this year. I think we have a great group that helped us out a lot, and we just have a good talent on this team, shooters.
Yeah, one thing you do have for sure is a lot of good shooting. And, when you guys are hitting your shots, you're tough to beat. You'll give anybody a hard time. So,
yes, sir.
Keep stroking that shot.
One last thing, your senior leader, Derek Sluka, Fab 5 player most likely, one of the better players in the Finger Lakes East. Talk about, what he does for your team and how you guys feed off him.
He's a great player. He helps us out a lot. He swings the rock. He's a good leader. And, he's a scoring machine. You give him the ball, he helps everyone else out, because you got to stop him before you can stop it, you know what I'm saying? So,
well, Julian, you finished with 11 points on the night, none bigger than this. Or actually, wait, do I got this right? You got 5 points here. Yeah, I might have that wrong. So you have 5 points. You had 7 seconds.
16.
12. Yeah, sorry. Bad math.
Second leading scorer, 16.
I was about to say, I thought a little more.
A lot of some steals, great defensive effort too, though. But more than anything, the motor he had tonight, it really got them going. They all played great defense in that second half, but you were the catalyst there. It was noticeably different in the third quarter. Nice job.
And so happy to give you this gift certificate from Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant for a free large cheese pizza just in time for the Super Bowl, right? Where are your plans tomorrow? Where are your plans this weekend?
I don't know, but I'm going to find some plans. I'm going to watch the Super Bowl.
Rams, Patriots, who you got?
I got Rams.
All right, I like it.
I want the Rams to win.
Everybody likes the Patriots. I like to hear that.
Yeah.
All right, well, hey, congratulations.
Thank
we'll
you,
let
sir.
you get back
Nice
in
work.
there.
Hey, good luck the rest of the way.
Headset and hey, good job. Great job, Julian. So there you have it, our Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant player of the game, Julian Ruiz. Let me run through the scoring for you real quick before we put a wrap on our doubleheader here in Seneca Falls. For Mynderse, it was Griffin Herron leading the way with 15 points. Jared King had 12. Darren Miller and Jake Smith had 10 apiece. 5 for Troy Cabot, 5 for Sale Franzone, and 1 point for Nick Jones. For Mynderse, it was 17 from Derek Saluka, 16 from Julian Ruiz, 13 from Johnny Lawrence, 10 for Kyle Saluka, 4 points from Joel Kraft, and 1 point from Ethan Hunt, 1 point from Kwani Lewis. Your final score, 65-58. And Rhett, entertaining second game, to say the least.
Absolutely. Defense led the way after a while there, though. That definitely made the difference.
Yeah, as it did in the first game, too, I think. It was kind of an ugly game, but a lot of that was just pressure defense.
Yeah.
But nights like these, where you get two crosstown rivals coming into a gym on a really frigid middle of winter night, and everybody comes out and the excitement level is high. These are the things that we love about high school basketball.
Absolutely. That's what makes this game so great, and brings not only one but two communities together, as crosstown rivals, and they bring the best out of each other. Waterloo is very athletic, and I think a little bit of the youth of Mynderse showing through tonight. In the second half, they seemed to get a little rattled in that third quarter when Waterloo turned up the intensity. But credit to Waterloo, their athleticism, but they also hit shots when they need to hit them, and they forced some turnovers. They also took Darren Miller right out of the game.
All right, well, great working with you.
You too, bud. Always a pleasure.
We got a lot of basketball left here on Finger Lakes One. Join me Sunday morning in studio. We've got Mid Lakes girls. We've got South Seneca girls, two of the most successful programs in Section 5 over the past few years. They'll be in studio for the Upstate Hoops podcast. And then we are back on the air Monday night right here at Arthur L. Baker. Another doubleheader. Mynderse girls take on the Mid Lakes girls, followed by Mynderse boys against the Finger Lakes West leading Marcus Whitman Wildcats. So for my broadcast partner, Rhett Ticconi, for our cameramen, Jeremy Hunt and Paul Russo, and our producer, Jason Hunt, I'm Jim Sinicropi. Enjoy the big game on Sunday, but first check us out on the Upstate Hoops podcast. Have a great weekend. It's supposed to warm up, and thanks for watching high school basketball on FingerLakes1.com.
Tell me